Yeah.
Throw them bows.
What's good, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast, live Wednesday night edition. And as you can see, joining me tonight are my guys. Sneed got what you need, SMT Media Network.
What up? Good to be here, man. Thank you.
No doubt. And of course, our guy, co-host with the most, Transformer.
I'm here. I'm here.
Champ is here.
Right.
Champ is here.
I'm here.
We prayed you back.
Sedated,
amen, man.
Sedated?
Oh, but I'm definitely medicated for
Slightly.
sure.
Okay.
Right.
I'm at the tail end of it, so by the time we get off, I gotta take my meds again.
Right.
You don't want to be streaming under the influence, bro.
No.
We don't like that. When you mess around and say something like Steve or something.
I'd be like, yo. So listen, Mama Dart. Listen,
What happened was
Mama Dart.
Right.
I need you on that Jumbotron, girl.
No doubt. All right, y'all, before we get started, you know what we got to do. We got to give a shout out to the channel members. And of course, number one channel member, we give a shout out to Coach T of the Be Ready Sports Podcast. What up, Coach T? What up? Be ready. You got to stay ready. Make sure y'all go after this and check out the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Coach T's doing a great job highlighting the young athletic talent that are doing their thing, kicking butt and taking names. And hopefully one day we will be talking about them here on the Format Podcast. Next up, Chief Sid Bubba. Evening, Chief. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. We appreciate all you did and all that you do to support our show. And shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. We
remix.
are about 3 months away from Navy winning today. Go Navy, beat Army. Sail to the storm. What you gonna do, Bruce? You gonna be mad because you can't score. Ready to?
You know, when you're not here, we miss you. But we don't miss that. I don't miss that at all when you're not here. I got to tell you.
I love you too, bro.
Not a good look.
I love you too, bro.
What up, King of the Chat? What's going on, man?
Hey, all baby girl.
Also, shout out to Baltimore Bruce. What's good, Bruce? How you doing, man? Appreciate all the support for the show. And finally, it's not that serious. What's good? It's not that serious. All right. Appreciate y'all. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the spiel, and then we'll be back with the quick hits. Let's go. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you.
I know you see it. I know you see it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Once this video is over, you have 3 opportunities per week to hype a video up. This is one of them. Make it happen to you. Make it happen. I know you got sports fans, sports friends who watch sports all the time. Bring them to the show. Bring them to the channel. They want to talk crap just like you.
Tell them DJ Khaled's over here. They'll show up, bro.
Tell them DJ Khaled. No.
Hey, we the best.
Elvis. The Cleveland Elvis.
The Cleveland Elvis, right. For sure. What is
man?
Edward put in the chat? Do y'all know what that is?
Joker.
You can't tell on StreamYard, but you can tell on the live chat.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Really? That's what it is.
But man, before we get the show started, man, I know we shouted out the channel members. We already put up the spiel and everything. I want to take this time to take a moment of silence. No, a moment of celebration, because somebody had a birthday and didn't tell nobody, didn't announce it, didn't celebrate it. Somebody is now the age of 27 again. somebody's the age of 27 again. You know, got that Benjamin Button thing going on. Everybody in the chat, happy birthday, Bruce Hope, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yes, sir.
Hit the clap, man. Hit the clap thing on the joint, man. Hit the clap.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Nah, Chiefs, 47. It was Monday, actually.
It was Monday, guys.
Transformer got on me because look, man.
Bro, we've been talking all week, bro. You didn't say a damn thing.
The man called me on his birthday, Sneed.
Like everything
called me.
Like nothing was happening, right?
Normal conversation, about 30 minutes. All of a sudden, he got off. Then I look on Facebook the next morning. I'm like, thank you for birthday. So, wait, what? Called him back. Bruce, what are you on, bro? What are you on? I'm like, bro, you had a call, you had a conversation with me and didn't even mention that it's his birthday.
Hey, look, man, I'm very.
That's proof that Bruce is the low key Don. That's what he is, bro.
I try
things low key.
He's the low key Don.
I just keep it cool.
Absolutely, man. Happy birthday, Bruce.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the
Happy birthday, Bruce. Everybody put him in the chat, man.
Appreciate you.
Put him in the chat.
Girl, B2.
Yo, you know what you guys could do? Y'all could hit the Cash App one time for your boy. Hit it at the Cash App. Birthday wishes.
Hit him with the chat.
Hey, 47 is a magic number, you know. Oh, man. No, I appreciate y'all. I definitely do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So we ready to get to these quick hits, fellas?
Oh, absolutely, brother.
All right, let's do it. Who wants to start it off?
Sneed has some big news.
Yeah.
Something that's going on in Cleveland that's ruffling some feathers in certain directions. But I'm pretty sure the ultimate Cleveland Browns fan is about to give you a spill. Before he gets to the spill, Sneed, who's the top 5 best players in the NBA?
Dylan. Well, in the NBA case, Mamba. Mamba, because he spits the hot fire, man.
He spits that hot fire, bro. Yep.
Yo, crazy, man.
Straight up. All right.
What? That's a jab right there, man. That's a jab. That's a jab.
He twisted the knife too.
Yeah, he twisted the knife, bro. That damn wood is
all right. My Irish are getting back on the floor. We good. You know? Thank you, Steve.
But Sneed, man, we got some things going on in Cleveland, bro. What's happening?
Joe Flacco, take a seat.
Okay.
Dylan Gabriel, welcome. You will be starting in week 5.
Ooh.
Okay,
so he'll be getting first team reps, right? He'll be throwing to the team's best targets, if that's any consolation. But he'll be throwing to the number 1 targets. He'll be throwing to the number 1 tight ends. He'll be, with the number 1 running back. He'll have the number 1's, line. So he's with the ones. He's going to practice all week, hopefully be ready for week 5, and he's going to start. Now, the thing that a lot of people are already kind of talking about is Shador's place in all this.
Yeah.
Is he still the 3rd string? So if something were to happen, let's say Dylan Gabriel implodes. Let's say he turns his ankle. We don't want any injuries happening to anybody. But things happen in the NFL. So Shador could be one situation away from getting in a game. Potentially. Do the Browns look like they're out? The Browns look like they're punting the season? I don't know. I don't know if they're punting the season necessarily, but I do think that they're ready to move on from Joe Flacco. They probably feel like they can't get any worse with someone else, so they've gone with Dylan Gabriel. So he's going to start. Shador is probably next guy up if something happens. But bad would have to happen. 4 picks, injury.
Yeah,
something would have to happen for Shador to get in, I believe.
Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, no. This is funny because you guys know that I had Shador as QB1 for the last year and a half. But also, I'm a fan of Dylan Gabriel, having watched him through the majority of his college career, even got to cover him a couple times at UCF when he was there. And I think he's talented, right? I think he's let me say this. For a college quarterback, I felt like if he was in Tua's shoes at Bama, he could have done the same thing. That's the type of college quarterback he was. I don't know what he's going to be in the NFL. I don't know that he possesses the requisite arm talent, especially in a place like Cleveland. Can
he do what a coach wants him to do?
Absolutely. Yes. But Shedeur can do what a coach wants him to do as well. So I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I don't know. Why is he third string?
I'm not going to get into all of that.
All right. Okay. All right. I got you, bro.
A whole totally different conversation.
Okay.
A lot of people have a lot of thoughts on that. But no, I think Dillon Gabriel is the type of guy that it's kind of like how in Chicago the coaching staff raised about Tyson Bagent, right? Even though Caleb Williams is supposed to be like the generational talent, right? Because when you play a certain way and you're with rhythm and timing and you play within the coach's scheme, they love that. Some coaches, over elite physical traits. And I think maybe that's what you see with Dillon Gabriel. Not to say that Shedeur has elite physical traits, but you get the point. Anyway, Dillon Gabriel's going to get his shot, but I am curious to see what it would take to get Shedeur Sanders onto the field to start for the Browns at some point. I'm curious to know. Because if Dillon Gabriel flops or gets injured, God forbid, is Flacco going to come back in, or are they going to give Shedeur the opportunity?
Right.
I don't think Stefanski's job's in jeopardy. So what do you have to lose by giving Shedeur a shot? That's what I think.
Do you think Shedeur gets second team reps? Do you think Flacco gets second team reps?
I don't think Flacco needs the second team reps.
So then you're prepping Shedeur, right?
I would think so.
I would think so. Yeah.
I would.
Agreed.
Yeah. That would be my thought.
My thoughts, man. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders for the proper response.
Mm-hmm.
Say nothing at all. Right. Yeah, he jokingly did the little mime thing, but he did what he should have done. Not say anything. I'm going to smile. I'm going to be in this interview, and I'm just going to show you guys I'm still focused on the game. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm going to show up in practice. I'm going to show up in game study, film study. I'm going to show up to the games, and I'm going to be prepared. When my number gets called, I'm going to be prepared. And as a young man, obviously we know who his father is. We know what he's come about, Hall of Famer, loudmouth, just, crazy antics and things like that. Well, deservingly so, because most people consider him the GOAT in his position. But as his son, you did what's best for you at this time. Remain silent.
Yeah.
Show nothing. Smile. I got nothing else to say. I'm going to show up on Sunday. If anything was to happen, I get my chance, and I'm going to show out. So I do like that from Shedeur Sanders, man. So salute to him. As far as what Cleveland got going on, I don't care about the numbers, about the depth chart. Shedeur Sanders is coming off of that bench. Number 2. If you're Steven Stefanski and you have a situation where Dillon Gabriel's not playing well and you put Joe Flacco back in, you're obviously coaching to lose your job. You're obviously coaching to lose your job. Because what is your job at this point in juncture of the Cleveland Browns, right? Joe Flacco is 40. Yeah. There's no improvement to be done. There's no ceiling to be had. His ceiling has come and passed, gone long before he ever became a Cleveland Brown. 1-3.
Yeah.
The record is 1-3. So right
Dillon
now,
Gabriel can't go 1-3.
Dillon Gabriel could definitely go 1-3.
Can Shedeur go 1-3?
He could definitely go 1-3, right?
Right.
So you obviously saw what you had with Joe Flacco, and it was absolutely nothing at all. He lacks throwing the deep ball. He's not accurate. He's getting crushed in the pocket because he's not a scramble type quarterback. He can't move. So with all these attributes, you're doing yourself a disservice by putting Shedeur Sanders behind Joe Flacco. If in reality this was a come to it, if Dillon Gabriel goes down in that game, Shedeur Sanders is number 2. Number 1 coming off of that bench. You put Joe Flacco in, Stefanski, you're losing your job, brother. But salute to Brittany.
What's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm a little had some situation happen right before the show. But
situationships.
I'm good now.
Absolutely. Well, I've never been formally introduced. It's a pleasure having you here on the Format Podcast. I saw what you did last show. I absolutely loved it. You had great insight. There you go. Don't know about the Philadelphia 76er part of your fandom, but I get the Eagle part of it. Go Eagles, fly.
Right.
I'm not sure about the Philadelphia 76ers part of it either, but it comes with it, okay? Unfortunately, it just comes with it. But history shows outside the rings that we had good teams. See,
absolutely.
Is behind me. You don't see Joel or anybody else. It's Allen Iverson.
I don't see Julius. Where Julius at?
Dr. J.
I was going to put him up there, but I can't put him over Michael. That was the only thing.
You could put him next to Michael.
But yeah.
I know, but I needed to show my Eagles, my Sixers, my Kobe was one of my favorites. Michael's the greatest. And then behind me is all four.
Mamba.
Gotcha.
No
all
doubt.
Right. Salute the Sideline Speaks. I believe that's the name of your podcast, correct? Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, it
is.
Yes.
Salute the Sideline Speaks, guys. If you guys are in the chat, man, please subscribe to that channel. Please show some support. Please show some love. We're here to celebrate and put on everybody. Everybody on YouTube can eat, baby. Everybody on YouTube can
Everybody eats, baby. Everybody eats.
I'm sorry, y'all got my crutches in the background. I need to move.
Oh, don't worry about that. He's got his piano in the background.
And play a little Beethoven, man.
That was about. Did y'all know that much like the real Elvis, the Middle Eastern Elvis is about piano player? You don't know
that, bro? I'm just light skinned, bro. Stop playing.
Oh, you real light skinned.
Slightly yellow, a little bit.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
So Brittany, we were just running through the quick hits real quick. We'd love your thoughts on Dillon Gabriel being named the starter for the Browns and kind of what this means for him, the Browns, and Shedeur.
I
think you muted.
Did she mute herself?
Your mic just went out.
No, it didn't. I was acting like Shedeur earlier.
Oh man, that was good.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Wow.
That was good.
Yeah, that was offensive.
I'm over here like, huh? No, Brittany, no, that's not it. That's not it.
That was good.
No,
was
on a serious note, oh boy, I had so many feelings about this situation because if I'm being honest, I don't think the Browns should have drafted Shedeur. I have no idea why they drafted Shedeur, especially when they already took Dillon Gabriel in the third round. But whether it wasn't Shedeur, whether it was Dillon Gabriel, who I do think is talented as well, it was time. Joe Flacco, I mean, he needs to retire. It's about time he's on the other side. It's time to hang up.
He was retired.
He was on his couch.
The Browns called him and gave him money.
That's
Let me correct that.
He's not gonna turn that away.
He should have stayed retired. I mean, become an analyst, a broadcaster, podcaster, do something else. You could become an actor. I don't care. Do anything else.
Right.
Entrepreneur, except for come back or come out of retirement because he's slow. He looks slow, and if you signed, I'm trying to figure out why he signed him when he looked like that in the first couple of games. In my opinion, he wasn't the most accurate. He was making mistakes. He looked slow. I'm like, that's not the Joe Flacco I don't think the Browns fans were looking for. But I understand the veteran leadership. He can teach the young guys, so it's probably good to have him in the locker room. But I think it was time for Dillon Gabriel to be next in line. And
I think they were buying time, Brittany. I think
Yeah.
they were just buying time for Gabriel. I don't think this Flacco thing was ever real.
Yeah, and most likely that is the case. But there were other guys out there you could have signed, in my opinion. But that's fine. They went with Flacco, former Super Bowl quarterback, so I have to give them that credit. But I hope they're going to make. Actually, they already announced that Flacco's the backup. Shedeur to me should be a backup, and I don't think Flacco should ever see the field again. He should just be on the sideline with the tablets, coaching up the other guys. To me, that should be his role for here on out.
There you go. Cool. Transformer, what's your quick hit, man?
Oh, I didn't have one. Sneed took mine.
Okay.
Sneed took mine. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so I got one real quick. Brock Purdy. So there was a last season and the year before, despite everything that he did since he's been in the league, there was a lot of questions about whether or not he should get paid, whether or not he should get an extension commensurate with all the other big extensions on the market. And my argument was always, well, given what he has done, you got to pay him, right? He's been, in his short time in the league, better than Dak Prescott. So you got to pay him. Dak Prescott is the highest paid player in the history of the league. You got to pay Purdy. I'm not saying you reset the market with him, but you had to give him a big deal. And they did. They gave him a large extension. But now, is he proving the naysayers right? And the question is, one, when he's playing, he's seeming to have more difficulty because everything is not perfect around him. And then secondly, He's injured. He's not going to play Thursday night, so that's going to be the third game that he's missed so
He played
far.
last week, didn't he, Bruce?
Yeah, he played last week. I think he had
So
2
he
touchdowns.
re-injured?
Yeah, he injured his toe.
Turf toe.
Yeah. I don't know if it's turf, but I was reading before we started. He has a toe injury. But the point is that, I guess my point is, at this point, a lot of people are probably saying that, they were proven right on their hesitation on giving Brock Purdy this money. And I'm like, to me, like, I understand that side of it, but I'm like, that's not cool, because he earned the pay that he got. I mean, he literally, 2 NFC title games.
Dude, does anybody know what Dak Prescott's salary is?
He's making
60 million.
60 million.
He's the highest average quarterback.
So we're worried about Brock Purdy's salary?
Exactly. And Brock
Do we
Purdy,
know what Deshaun Watson is getting paid right now?
Yeah,
Do we really want to start investigating salaries right now?
Well, look,
Sneed, how much is he getting paid, Sneed?
I don't want to talk about it, bro. I'm just saying, if you know, you know.
he's getting paid enough
To pay off all of the people accusing him.
and still have money left over. And still for massages that won't get reported.
Charlie.
Right. I'm just saying,
Little Mignon.
I don't like Chinese food that much. Carry on, bro.
Wow.
I'm not going to elaborate on that one. I'm just going to let that.
Right.
I'm going to let that one keep rolling on.
Yeah, so that was my quick hit, man. Maybe some people are proven right about Brock Purdy.
It hurts, bro. It hurts. It's Cleveland sports. It hurts, bro.
Well,
but are you proven right? Are you proven right because you're now subdued to injuries, Bruce? Because, I mean, he is getting hurt. So, I mean, obviously that's going to affect your play. You're not going to look as elite. You obviously lost 2 of your top 3 targets, right? You lose Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders. Then you lose Brandon Ayuk last year at the beginning of the season. So now you're not only battling the injury of the team, now you're battling your own injuries. Is that enough to say Brock Purdy got paid way too much too soon?
Well, Christian McCaffrey hasn't been healthy either.
Correct.
George Kittle's missed key games to injury, and we know how effective he is. I mean, it's been a
Parcell is he's hurt.
Yeah. There's been injuries across the entire roster.
The left tackle still in and out of the lineup as well.
I believe so.
The only person who should be acknowledged as like carrying above their weight is probably the coach. To just find ways to win games and be in there for a playoff spot and all that. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, they're like 3-1. Yep. I don't know, man, but I guess my greater point was you had to compensate Brock Purdy based on what he has done in his short time in the league. You had to.
Yeah.
How old is he, Bruce?
Played all 4 years at Iowa, so I'm 26 or 27.
26. Okay.
Yeah, he played all 4 years.
I mean, you're not investing big bucks into a guy who's 38.
Right.
Not even 28.
Right.
Yeah. Right now, the Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and Jordan Watkins are all out.
They're all out?
All out.
So who does he have playing?
Me and you, Brittany.
That's
I
right.
was ready to say.
We about to line up. Put your cleat.
Okay. Only 25.
Just I might end up being like Ty Pinkston.
Bro, listen to the list of guys making more money than Brock Purdy. Jared Goff, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, half of the flowing hair, Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott. Several guys who aren't better than him. Several guys who miss more games than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's only 4 on that list that you'll put above Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Only 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, quarterback position is so different. It's always the next quarterback to get paid, but you have to give Brock Purdy his respect. Like Bruce said, he did make it to a couple NFC championships. He did get to the Super Bowl. He was the quarterback for those teams, so you have to give him his respect, regardless of how you might feel. Because, like Sneak just named some of those quarterbacks who probably barely won a playoff game. So, and he's gotten way further than them. So you have to pay him that money. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because what other options were out there at the time?
Yeah,
there was no one else out there.
He's got further than all of them, with the exception of Joe Burrow.
Right.
So when you've given him the things, he's done it.
Yeah.
He was one drive away from the Super Bowl victory.
And think about, right, people always talk about that. When Brock Purdy left the game in overtime in that Super Bowl,
He had the lead.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
His team had the lead. Now, he didn't get a touchdown, but he drove him down there, and he got points out of that drive. So,
right. So, yeah, it's people is going to complain about whatever they want to complain about. It is what it is, but you got to give him his due. You got to give him his credit.
Agreed. Yeah. I think so. All right.
All right.
Stuff. Brittany, do you have a quick hit you wanted to drop in, or we want to move to the main topic?
Kind of took mine. So I was going to come in and talk about the Shador thing, but you kind of took it.
Okay. Oh, man, we got Cleveland's own right here. Anything going on in Cleveland? Sneed's on it.
You already know.
Sneed's on it.
Yeah.
I kind of selfishly want to see Shador making some noise on the field.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I love the mind, man. Just keep your mouth closed. Stay smiling. Stay putting in the work, man. Your number's going to get called. I guarantee it, it's going to get called before the season's over.
100%.
Be ready.
Absolutely.
No doubt. All right, let's take it to the main topics, y'all. So we are going to start here with one of our favorite Wednesday segments. Yeah.
Boy, did a lot get shaken up last week, did it?
Yeah, for sure. I think some of these I have are going to surprise y'all. But now we're going to go with our top 5 teams in the NFL going into week 5. I think this is interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy. All right.
Yeah.
So last week was a blister of upsets, unpredictable games, great shootouts that turned into ties. No defense being played whatsoever in some of those games. Green Bay, Dallas, Jesus Christ. But now the top 5, outside of the top 3, I think we're probably all going to have close to the same top 3, maybe in different order. But other than that, it is all up in the air. So my top 5. Oh, no, I went first last time. Sneed, it is your turn.
Go ahead,
Sneed, it is on you. Who is your top 5 going into week 5? I like that. Top 5 going into week 5.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm trying to get the Chiefs in there, but I can't yet. Let me get a win this week, and then I'm going to bring them in.
Okay.
I'm going to bring in the Chiefs because that'll be a 3-game win streak.
Correct.
And it's Mahomes, and they're getting healthier, and the defense is looking better. And I waited on the Colts. I didn't bring them into my top 5 because I wanted to see if they could win a game against the Rams, which was a good team, but they lost. Right. But they lost. So they're still on the outside looking in. Bro, I know it sounds crazy, but and Transformer, I got to do it, bro. Pittsburgh Steelers number 5. Pittsburgh Steelers number 5. Somebody's got to respect the wins. They're finding ways to win. I know they don't have the defense they normally do, but they're winning games, and Aaron Rodgers making some good throws. They're finding ways to win, All right, so Steelers number 5. All right, number 4, we're gonna go with the Rams. We're gonna go with the LA Rams. Rams come in. They beat a good team in the Colts. Gotta respect it. It was either them or it was going to be the Lions. So I'm going to put the Lions at 3. The Lions are beating good teams. They lost week 1. They've been beating everybody ever since. That offense is really, really good. Jared Goff is hot. He's got the weapons. It's a good team. Hutch is fantastic. Defense is legitimate. And then I'll round it out with the Bills at number 2. I'm going to keep them at 2. And we're going to keep the Eagles at 1.
I love it. So we got Eagles at 1, Bills at 2, Lions at 3, Rams are at 4. The Pittsburgh Steelers are at 5. That is Sneed's top 5 of the week. Chat, let us know what you guys think about that one. Is he right or wrong? But before we get into that, Brittany, my apologies. You are the guest on this show. I should have definitely led with you first. Are you ready to give your top 5 of the week?
You know what? I didn't really do one, but I got it.
You know what? I could have Bruce go. Hey, Bruce, you go ahead and get it.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay, let's get it.
I got to start from 5 to 1 or
5 to 1.
Yeah, we go 5 to 1.
So honestly, I'm similar to Sneed, really, except for number 5.
Okay.
That's typically what happens here on the show. We can't agree on a number 5. Yeah.
So my number 5, I got to give them credit where credit is due. Actually, you know what? That might just change because they did just lose to a team they should not have lost to. I just thought about that. But I'm trying to figure out if I still want to give it to them or not.
Okay.
Nah,
Could have been a letdown game, right, Brittany? Could have been a letdown game.
That was too much of a letdown game. So I
For
can't
real?
give it to him. You're trying to figure out who it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers. I can't give it to them. I just realized who they lost against. So I cannot give it to them because of that. But they'll be right outside of my top 5. So
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna make my 5 Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
See, I had them in my 5 last week, remember?
Yeah.
Bruce? Yeah.
Their first game came, it was a tough loss against the defending world champs and the Eagles. So that's a tough game. Although they almost made a comeback in that second half. 4, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Same thing. 3, Detroit Lions. I mean, as long as they're healthy, and it seems like the coordinators are just remembering what they did last year, and the schemes they did last year, and sticking to that, they're going to be a tough out. Buffalo Bills. I mean, what can I say?
What more can I say?
Josh Allen is doing his thing over there. And then, although it's not looking good right now, especially on the offensive side of the ball, they got to work it out. Somehow they are pulling these wins out. They are making plays when it matters most, and that's the Eagles. They got to change it. They got to make it look better. But I got to give Eagles number 1 right now.
Okay, Brittany has Eagles 1, Bills number 2, Lions number 3, Rams number 4, Tampa Bay is her change at number 5. Brittany, quick question. Do you think the Eagles are the last year's Chiefs?
Nah.
You don't? You don't see a comparison there?
No. I think the Eagles are last year's Eagles in the beginning of the season. It started off in
one of the versions of the Eagles,
right? It started off in a similar way. It was just that they were 2-2 versus 4-0.
Oh, God, gotcha. Okay, all right.
AJ started complaining, and then all of a sudden they started turning it around. So let's give him time. Give him time.
Give him grace, like Bruce like to say. Give him grace. Give him grace. All right, Bruce, hit me with it.
All right, y'all. So y'all know Baker touchdown maker is my guy, but out of the top 5 this week, and that doesn't mean he can't get back, but he's out of the top 5 this week. So here we go. Number 5. That is the other half of the Flowing Hair Coalition, the Jags.
No.
What?
No.
3-1, leading their division. Liam Cohen quietly has his team 4th in rushing offense in the league. And you know I believe in run the ball, stop the run.
Yes, he does.
Paul, they're not turning it over. Travis Etienne is 3rd in the league in rushing and leading the league at 6.1 yards per carry. I'm going with the Jags at number 5. Will they remain there? Probably not. But for right now, they're number 5.
And their defense is pretty legit this year.
Hold up.
Yes,
We got a disclaimer right here. The opinions of Bruce have nothing to do with the rest of the show. I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm showing them a little love for this week. Again, I don't anticipate that they will remain there, but for what they've done to this point, pleasantly surprised. Got to give credit where it's due.
This is crazy talk, bro.
I respect it.
Woo-wee.
I knew that was going to get y'all.
That's a wild take, but
I thought I was reaching with Pittsburgh, bro.
Yeah.
That's
number
a sexy
4.
Start off.
There you go. Number 4, Detroit Lions. One of the best teams in the game. Smacked around the Ravens. Really have gotten back in the flow. As Brittany said, we're seeing that the coordinators are remembering, okay, this is how we play Lions football. And really, it also speaks to the tremendous job that head coach Dan Campbell, thank you, is doing this season. So Detroit, number 4. Number 3, LA Chargers. Even though they lost, and to Brittany's point, they should not have lost to the Giants. I think that was just the hype of the Jackson Dart effect and all that, and not really having any tape to watch and not knowing what you're going to deal with. The Chargers are still easily among the best teams in the league. And hey, little Sneed, how you doing? So I'm definitely going with the hello. Definitely going with the Chargers in number 3. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills, as Brittany said, just doing that work. Josh Allen playing pretty much out of his mind. Nobody can do anything with him. Number 1 rushing offense in the league, which is crazy because like James Cook is good, but you wouldn't think of him as one of the elite running backs. But overall, right. Overall, that offense, that rushing offense is number 1. And finally, the champs, right? The champ is here. Philadelphia Eagles, not playing pretty, finding ways to win. And I saw what you meant by the Chiefs comparison last year, Transformer. I definitely can see that. They're finding ways to win, even though the games aren't pretty. And you got to assume, based on what we have seen previously, that they will round into shape as time goes on with the rest of the season. The defense is going to improve. The offense is going to improve. They're gonna get it rolling, and they're going to be a dangerous team come playoff time. So, yep, number 5 Jags, number 4 Lions, number 3 Chargers, number 2 Bills, number 1 Eagles. My top 5.
Who'd you have Chargers last week?
He had them for second.
Oh, so they did drop a spot with the loss. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They dropped 1 spot with the loss. He had them
Go Chargers.
right.
I like it.
They're one of the best teams in the league.
So everybody had a difference of opinion at who should be number 5. And I shall keep that trend going.
Who are you picking?
At number 5.
Number 5.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn.
Whoa. Okay.
That's disrespectful.
Okay.
Yikes.
Damn, son.
No pushback? Okay, no, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. I was like, I want to know.
Yes, man, that was my guess. She was like, okay. She almost took the earrings out. Like, okay. Seems like this is gonna be a long ass podcast because I'm about to get on. No, but
can't get mad at it. That offense is not playing up to his par. So,
but you're undefeated.
So if you're winning with a bad offense, what does that mean when your offense gets going?
Right.
Unstoppable.
You're gonna start cooking people.
Yeah. All right, but Sneed, man, was I at your house earlier or something?
Yeah, remember the background? We had it going on. It was in sync, bro.
We did. Okay, we was together. Me and you have the exact same top 5.
Stop. The same
team for team, line for line.
By me going with Pittsburgh at 5.
I went with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Well, in that case, I plead the fifth. The 5.
I have the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 5. Man,
what's the reason, Transformer?
The defense has woke up. That defense has woke up. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense, they only need on the other side of football a competent quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. That's it. They need a competent quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. If a game comes in a shootout, this quarterback can go down and make a game-winning play. And Aaron Rodgers has done that for 17 years, right? Granted, he's older. He's not the same shy, run-the-table type Aaron Rodgers that played for my Green Bay Packers, but he is still very efficient. He doesn't put the ball in harm's way, and he's finding that connection with DK Metcalf. But most importantly, like I said, that Steelers defense is the top 5 defense that I predicted before the season started. Ravens, I'm waiting on y'all. I had y'all in there.
Right.
I'm waiting. It's pretty much over now. You lost Anambuke or whatever his name is.
Waiting for that one.
Yeah. So Ravens, help me out. Top 10, maybe, because right now you're bottom 30.
Mabahamute playing for him over there?
Matabuke. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I did have the Rams at 4. The Rams at 4. Matt Stafford has 2 of the best weapons in the league. Puka Nacua and number 17. You can't go wrong just throwing the ball down there. Somebody gonna catch it. Those 2 receivers are, without a shadow of a doubt, 2 of the one of the best duos in the league. Puka Nacua right now is on pace to be one of the top 10 most receptions in the NFL. That's because if you throw it at him, the boy's gonna catch it. The boys
have another guy that did that too, bro.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Yep. But he's not there no more.
But you notice the trend though? Who's been the same guy there this whole time?
Exactly. Yeah. Matt Stafford.
Right.
Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's getting it done. I know he came into the league, this season with bad back injuries and things of that nature, but he's definitely stepped up when it matters the most at the end of the drives, getting his team downfield, and he has a running back by the name of Kyron the Siren, Go Irish, that's just plundering up the middle. Definitely making it,
bro. Shout out.
Absolutely, man. Sean McVay. I mean, he's one. I mean, that Sean McVay tree, the Shanahan tree. But you just can't go wrong getting one of them coaches on your offense. Man. Those guys, huh?
That's all the same tree.
I mean, but now they're having their own different branches now. You know what I mean? So they've been with their teams long enough. Number 3, I had the Lions. Why? They picked it up. Every game this year, with the exception of Green Bay putting a mud hole in their ass, they've scored 30+ points. They figured it out. All right. Dan Campbell is looking at Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson and saying, you guys wasn't the reason why this team was elite last year. We still got the guys that are here. Right. And we're going to take advantage of that. And these new coordinators are starting to pick up that steam. And they're definitely scoring a lot of points. Number 4, of course, I got the Bills. Josh Allen. What more can I say? The man's playing like an MVP. The man, you need him. You call his number. He's going to get it done every single time. And then finally, I got the Eagles. I mean, Super Bowl champs. Again, you're undefeated. You're finding ways to win. Like I said, I made that comparison against the Kansas City Chiefs last year because it was ugly. And every game was just like, that don't look like the Eagles. That don't look like Kansas City. But at the end of the game, they found a way to get it done. For back-to-back weeks, they're finding ways in that fourth quarter. If they can't run the football, somehow Jalen Hurts going to remind you that he can pass it. If they can't pass the football, they're going to remind you that, hey, I got Saquon Barkley and my name's Jalen Hurts, and I can run the football, and I'm going to get it down on the ground. So they're showing ways to win. They're remaining undefeated. Bills and Eagles are 2 of the last teams that are undefeated in the league. Makes it only right that they're number 1 and number 2. So Sneed, man, hey, that was a good call, bro. Good call. Good call.
Nah, man, you did it better. You definitely did it better. You remember the one time, bro, somebody agreed with you and they said how good your take was, and they said mine was trash, and I had the same take before you. You remember that bullshit?
Man said, okay, I didn't say the exact same thing. I'm just over here. I'm just talking. He's like, no, Transformer, you get the flowers, Transformer, you get the flowers. I'm just over here. I'm chicken cutlets over here. It doesn't matter what I say.
Up, bro. Straight up.
What question about the Steelers real quick? I know it's a little off topic. Because they have DK Metcalf. I just think they need another receiver. I think when they get that other receiver, then it's like, watch out.
Yeah,
you're talking about like them competing in the AFC Championship.
Yeah. I thought if they could have kept George Pickens, that would have been super dangerous. That
is a crazy deep threat, man. Him for the Cowboys. I mean, they're just throwing the ball down there, and he's
catching it.
He's got to step on everybody.
Right.
It's just a throw. That's all that matters. He can go and get it. Like
Cowboys got the number 1 passing offense in the league.
Yeah.
No shit.
If
they got to play from behind a lot.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Their defense is
they got to play from behind a lot.
Think about that. Yo.
How many times have they been leading in the game? Like they're not leading in most of the games that they're playing. They got to chase it. So,
Bruce, you made a valid point. If they would have kept George Pickens, got DK Metcalf on that other side, that's an unstoppable wide receiver core.
But think about it like this. Think about the recent history with the Steelers and wide receivers. They've had to move on from very talented players who were problems in the locker room.
Yeah.
You know, you think about AB and what he became at the end of the Steelers. You know, what Pickens was. Like, there comes a point where some of these coaches are like, it ain't worth it no more. You got to go.
Yeah. Yo.
No, I mean, unless you're like Jerry Rice talent, see ya.
Bruce, man.
What up?
That Jags pick, man. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking it, man. You're striking while the iron's hot.
But why the Jags over the Colts, though?
Well, it didn't help that the Colts just came off a loss. So it's the recency bias, right? It's hard when you see a team come off a loss.
They lost to the Rams, though.
I know it was a tough
and I get it. I get it. And you know what? I'm saying that. Meanwhile, I have the Chargers still number 3, right? But I think
all
clearly
about the flowing hair, bro. You got all this flowing hair in your top 5, man. Here we go.
Man, normally, I'm not about the flowing.
Man, Brucey better call in on this one, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, like I said, for me, it's the way the Jags are playing. They're playing a sustainable brand of football. And it's coincidence, Liam Cohen's first year in Tampa Bay, he also took the rushing offense to 4th in the league. And he's got the Jags 4th in the league in rushing offense this year. Just interesting little nugget. But yeah, now, again, do I think they'll stay at number 4? Of course not. But for right now, I don't feel too bad about putting them there.
Jacksonville is the lead leader in takeaways, 3.3 a game.
That helps too. Look at
Number
that.
2,
Wow.
Pittsburgh, 2.5.
How many did they get last week?
I think they got 3 last week.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I want to say two interceptions and a fumble. I want to say.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
are
if
you
you're
saying,
getting 3,
are you saying, Transformer, that if you take the ball away, you have a better chance to win?
I believe I think in football, Brittany, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you throw the ball or you fumble the ball and it goes to the other team, I think the other team gets it, right? And then the other team, they could go the opposite direction. And it's this big rectangle at the end of the field, like got, the logos and stuff in it. I think that's the end zone. And I think when you run in there, that's a touchdown.
Hater.
So if you take away like an interception, I think that's when you throw the ball to the wrong team, something like that. It goes. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Well, I don't know. Somebody who's normally in this chat told me turnovers aren't that important. They don't matter a lot. I guess that's because it's a certain quarterback.
Bro, possession is 9/10 of the law,
ain't it?
Bro,
Isn't it?
Don't turn the ball over. Chicago was 2.3. They're actually 3rd in the league right now. That's actually pretty shocking. Yeah.
Look, that will help, man. That will help a lot. By the way, my guy Xavier Watts already has 2 picks. I'm just saying.
But you tied for 26.
I'm curious.
0.5 a game.
I'm curious to see if Sunshine's going to continue this throughout the season. We're going to see.
Just keep it out of his hands. Keep it in Travis's hands, and you can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What do I say about the coach, Bruce? Turn around. There's a guy right behind you. He's one of the best running backs in the league. Hand him off.
Hand it off.
Hand it off.
Duval.
Yeah,
no doubt. All right, let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. We'll take a maximum of 2 calls on this topic. Definitely want to hear what some of you guys have to say. 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. Let me I'm gonna turn this off so we can move it off Brittany's face, but it's also scrolling on the bottom of the screen. 904-219-8264. Give us a call. Give us your thoughts on the top 5, whether you have thoughts on our top 5s or you have a top 5 of your own, or if you don't or can't call in, put it in the chat.
Absolutely.
Seahawks rolling, or y'all worried about Sam turn back into a pumpkin? Jesus Christ. I mean, look, we saw Sam Darnold have the year of his life last year, and in the final 2 games, when they needed him the most, he became Sam Darnold again. Why is
and
this
those were regular season games. Those weren't playoff games.
Well, the last one was the regular season game.
But they snuck into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't win their division.
No.
Yep, the Lions won it.
Yeah, but they could have won their division.
It was a big shootout.
Played well.
Yeah, it was a big shootout between us 3.
So the thing he had control of, he couldn't do.
Right.
So you sneak in circumstance or whatever, and then you get the brakes blown off.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Why would you even bring that up, Edward? This guy.
I guess he wants the same, I guess, love given to Danny Dimes. Is he going to turn back into a pumpkin? As long as he turns around and hands it off to Jonathan Taylor, the man ain't going to have a lot of problems.
That's right.
Man ain't going to have a lot of problems. His
Jonathan Taylor,
his receivers are legit.
And I would give him that if I was a coach.
Every game.
Yeah.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
He'd average 125 rushing.
No problem.
I know they don't throw him the ball or anything, but then that means 25 carries, and I need 10 touches in the red zone.
There are some running backs who need those carries. Like, they got to get lathered up. That's the expression.
Yeah, like Derrick Henry, I think, is one of them.
That's one.
Until this year.
Oh, boy.
But you know what? Danny Dimes also got a good head coach, and Shane Steichen.
Yes.
He is a offensive minded. He knows how to scheme open his guys to make it easier for the quarterback. So Jalen Hurts had one of his best years with Shane Steichen being his offensive coordinator a couple years ago. I think that's the first time they went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a good pairing with for Danny Dimes.
Agreed. So the reason Shane Steichen got that job is because of the work that he and Jalen Hurts did together. So, they get him, and then they take Anthony Richardson thinking, okay, he's going to develop AR the way he developed Jalen Hurts. But, no.
Where is AR? On IR? No, AR. He's not hurt.
No, he's the backup.
Oh, Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
Oh, he's somewhere trying to find a job. That boy about to get
At Home
cut.
Depot.
Wow.
Hey, man, the next great tight end, bro.
Yo. All right, let's go ahead. We'll take it to the next topic. Let's get to the pick'em, y'all.
Ooh, pick 'em. Pick 'em. Hit my music, Bruce. Hit my music. Oh,
DJ kicked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sing a rap. What you doing?
You know, we rhyme over here. We rhyme over here now. Back in the
Transformers a mumble rapper. Y'all
That's
don't
what
even know.
Wow. Nah, say that for Edward. That's what he about.
Said, hey, Young Thug ain't got nothing on me. All right, I created that rap. You feel me? You feel me? All right, so last week we had a clash of the Titans into where all three of us had no more than 9 wins last week. But Bruce and Sneed tied with a 9-6-1 record, and the Transformer is the only one with a 10-5-1 record. So again, I win the week, man. I don't know how am I getting these right. Maybe you guys need to pay attention. You know, maybe it's just the foresight, you know, the thought, the process on how I'm breaking down the games, the teams, the players. But y'all got to get on board, man. Y'all got to get on board. You got to get on board. All right, so we got a newcomer up on the weekly pick'em on our show. At least we got Brittany that we're gonna add on to the fill 'em up box, and we're gonna go into week 5. So week 5, we have some matchups starting off on Thursday night. It's gonna be the battle of the AFC West. San Francisco is going to be traveling to Los Angeles to battle the Rams, with the Rams favored by 7.5. Mind you, no Brock Purdy and no receivers to throw to, but me and Brittany are going to be lacing up the sneakers to play as receiver for San Fran. Brittany, you are a guest to our show. I would love for you to go first. Who do you have winning this football game?
I mean, you basically just answered the whole entire question. Who does San Fran have? So they have nobody. I got to go with the Rams in this. Even if they did, I still think the Rams is a better team.
Absolutely. Gotcha. Sneed, who you got, brother?
I'm taking the Rams by like 2 scores.
By 2 scores.
Yeah.
Easy day. Bruce.
Oh, I definitely got the Rams. I think Kyron the Siren is going to go off in this one. I'm just saying, I think he is. But no, I got the Rams here. They just have too many weapons. And at some point, no matter how well coached you are, the injuries are going to catch up to you. And I think that's what's happening with the Niners right now.
You done?
I'm done, man.
You done?
I'm done, man.
Why you have to start off with an Irish player?
I just think
Why?
Kyron's going to go off, man.
Why? They said, well, first of all, I got the Rams because Kyron the Siren, go Irish, is going to be the reasons why they're going to put foot
the baritone in there. He's doing the baritone.
You could have just said Rams by default because San Fran ain't got nobody to throw to. I think that's where we're going to all go, man. We're going to all pick the Rams. They're favored by 7.5 at home. I think that spread should be a little bit further, but it is a divisional game. You never know what Mac Jones is going to bring to the table, and you never know if the Los Angeles Rams are going to bow down and play to the level of the San Francisco 49ers to kind of make this a little bit closer. So 7.5, if you're a betting man, I'm going to take the over, but don't be shocked if Vegas try to play you and put it right there on the line and they win by 7. All right. We're going to have another game in England coming up on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So if you're an early bird, you're going to get some football early in the morning. Minnesota is going to be traveling to battle the starting rookie quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, with Minnesota favored by 3.5 in Cleveland. Sneed, this is your hometown. Is Dylan Gabriel going to be able to get it done?
They're not.
Your hometown is London, mate.
They're in London.
It was my bad. I literally looked. I said they was.
They're listed as the whole. Yeah, they're listed as the home team, but
they're the home team, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right then.
But Sneed, still your team.
If this was actually in Cleveland, I was going to take the Browns 100%. Now it's like, you know, I got to think about this. Who's going to travel better? Personally, I believe defenses travel better than offenses do.
I think so too. So
the edge goes to the Browns in a defensive type of a match. And that's the thing, bro. When I watch some of these London games, they're usually defensive struggles. There's not a lot of points. So I think I'm going to lean towards the Browns, and I think Dillon Gabriel is going to just not make that many mistakes, and he's going to let the defense carry. I think Myles Garrett is going to have a big game. I think the Browns get a couple of key turnovers, and that's how they're going to end up winning this game.
Okay, Bruce.
Mate, are you mental? Are you mental? No, I've got the Vikings winning this one, and the reason why is because playing in London, innit?
They're playing in London, innit? Freaking bugger.
No, I've got the Vikings winning this game, and the reason why is because Dillon Gabriel is a rookie quarterback, and I think Brian Flores is going to throw the kitchen sink at him and really, really give him a difficult time diagnosing what he's seeing and handling the pressure. And I think that's going to be the difference. I'm going.
You will rue this day, Bruce. You will rue this day.
Rue this day. Brittany, the guest of our show, who do you have winning this football game?
This is the one game I am completely torn between. I am not sure which way to go. I'm assuming Carson Wentz will be playing. Right?
Carson Wentz is playing.
He's 77 years old.
But that Browns defense is something different with Myles Garrett on the end.
Yeah, correct.
We got Denzel Ward and Newsome in the backfield, which I'm hoping y'all trade one of those corners to us. But we'll see what happens.
Nah.
The only way you're going to trade one of those corners if you lose. So I just don't. And their offense is better, in my opinion, because we got Jake Jettas and the other guys. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say the Browns take this one.
Ooh, Brownies.
I'm going to say it's going to be a lot of hype and support around Dillon Gabriel, similar to what just happened with Jackson Dart. Browns is going to take this one.
Bloody hell.
Brittany, that was the perfect segue to get to my pick. I'm going with the Browns.
Everybody's on the same side of the boat.
Perfect segue. Why? We just saw Jackson Dart. They had no film. They didn't know what he could do. And before it was over, he got it done, right? So you add that along with one of the best defenses in the NFL and Myles Garrett on the other side, that's literally going to be giving Carson Wentz and that offensive line hell. It sounds like it could be an ugly day for Minnesota. They're not going to be able to run the ball as effectively if they want to because Cleveland Browns have one of the best run games. I think with Dillon Gabriel in a lot of play action. What's his name? Judkins? Is it Judkins? Judkins is. Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to get off a little bit more because why Dillon Gabriel is going to threaten you with his legs. I think that's going to be a key piece in the why the Cleveland Browns can take that next step because with Joe Flacco, you don't have that mobility. So just crash the pocket, close it. He can't get out of it. Where's he going to go? So you have a Dillon Gabriel, you have a Shadur Sanders. That aspect of the game becomes a little bit better. Now they can roll out of pocket. They can roll with the running back. They can force that play action and definitely catch you over the top with some good throws. So I think it's going to be a nice little show in England. NFL tries not to disappoint, so expect a lot of flags. So there's going to be a lot of flags going out. Wow. So, but I think Cleveland is the underdog in this one. I think this is where Vegas tries to trick you, and all the money's going to go to Minnesota, but the money should be right there in Cleveland. Boom. Bruce, it's not too late.
Y'all are insane, man. I can't see it.
It's not too late,
Sugar
bro.
Cookie, man.
I can unclick it and click the Browns now. You sure?
I'm sure.
Nah, leave him on the Minnesota side.
Leave him on that side. Don't you know? All right. We're gonna move on over to the 1 o'clocks. The Las Vegas Raiders and the oldest coach in the NFL history is gonna be battling Indiana Jones and Jonathan Taylor in Indianapolis, with the Indianapolis Colts favored by 6.5. Bruce, who's coming away with the victory in this game?
Man, this is a tough one. This is really, I think, a toss-up. You've got Ashton Genty. I was about to say Alvin Gentry, but you've got Ashton Genty coming off his career best game. I think $135 and 3 touchdowns last week.
Oh, he balled out.
Yeah, he balled out, absolutely. But then you have
138
and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, and so then you have the Colts coming off their first loss of the season. Now that we could look at it as that energized them, we could also look at it as it showed where the weakness is. But I don't believe, let me double check. I don't think the Ravens have a top rush defense. Not the Ravens. I'm speaking about the Ravens. The Raiders. Yeah, they have one of the. Okay, so they have the number 13 rush defense.
Middle of the pack.
That's not bad, but that looks like an opportunity for Jonathan Taylor to get off. And just like you said, turn around and hand it to him a lot, often, early. And I think that the Colts will probably bounce back and win a close one. Oh, and Geno Smith is, again, leading the league in interceptions, so he might give you one or two. And I think that's going to be the difference maker. So I'm going to go with the Colts here.
All right, we got the Colts. Sneed.
I feel like Bruce made it too complicated. Colts win here.
Well, I had to talk it through, yeah?
I mean, you did, but I'm
too,
saying,
yeah.
I didn't know if that was really required, but I could appreciate it. But I'm going to go with the Colts.
All right. The host of Sideline Speaks, Brittany, what do you got?
I'm with Sneed on this one. I think it was, I respect your thorough analysis and the depth you decided to go with with the Colts. I got to go with the Colts on this one.
Yeah, Bruce, you definitely elaborated way much more than what you needed to on this one, brother. I
don't know. I was kind of stuck early. I had to, work my way
in. Do you really think about an upset? Really?
I wasn't sure, man. All right, especially coming off of what we saw last week with the Raiders. I'm like, hey, first time you start seeing things kind of come together for them,
It did, but it's about to come apart. Colts have a very solid defense, and right. I just think that giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor makes a world of difference for the Indianapolis Colts and Danny Dimes. And Danny Dimes is doing an awesome job. He just took his first loss to the Rams. I mean, are we going to shine because of that? Absolutely not. The Rams have one of the best offenses in the league and one of the best 2 D linemen in the league on that team. And he lost close, right? So I think when you play the Vegas, you're playing the Raiders, and Geno Smith could definitely give you the ball. I mean, that gives me more opportunities. Jonathan, take it. Jonathan, take it. Jonathan, what are you doing? Take it. Go. Just keep going. And I'll pass when necessary. So I think that's the way they're going to win that game. Yeah. Easy day. All right. Moving on over. We're going to go to New Orleans. Anybody want gumbo? Y'all like gumbo? I like gumbo.
But I ain't taking the Saints, though.
I'm taking some gumbo. I ain't say I'm taking the Saints, but I'm taking some gumbo. And hey, Miss Dart. Jackson Dart gets his first start. Brittany don't know about that joke. We're gonna have to introduce her to that joke eventually about Mrs. Dart. But Jackson Dart in his second career start after coming off of his first win, New York City's first win of the season, is going to be traveling to New Orleans. New Orleans is actually favored. They're favored in the Superdome by 1.5. Brittany, are you eating the gumbo, or do you believe Dart gonna be right on target?
Let's see. You know what I like about the Giants, regardless of their offense? I like
nothing. They're your rival, I think. No?
Nah, correct. Rival-wise, no, I don't like them. But put that aside, that defensive line, when they round into form, I think that's going to be something special with Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter. Yeah. I do think they're going to eventually trade away Thibodeau. But right now, he's there as well. And I think they're starting to show me something right now. But I have no trust. Is it Spencer Rattler over there, their starting quarterback?
Yep.
Yes.
I have no trust in him whatsoever. Look, I like Alvin Kamara and a few of those other guys, but no. So Jackson Dart showed me something. I'm going to go with the New York Giants. I think this is going to be a defensive game, though. I'm going with the Giants.
Okay, Brittany has the Giants. Sneed, who you got?
Man, this one's tough. It's basically a pick 'em. So they must think that the neighbor's injury is going to really impact the ability to move the ball down the field. So
it is.
Yeah. They found a way to win. I think he got injured, in the first or the second quarter last week?
Second quarter, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so he missed the majority of the game. They found a way to win. Maybe they overachieved a little bit. Jackson Dart's first week playing. He's got to be better week 2. And the Saints don't have a scary defense.
Now, mind you, he did play the Chargers too, so that's
exactly.
A pretty good
he
game.
played a better team, and he found a way to win without neighbors for most of the game. I'll go with throwing darts, bro. Let's throw a dart and see what happens.
All right, we all got darts so far. Bruce, are you going to bring it home? Are we all in agreement?
I think we're in agreement.
It's
of course, we're in agreement.
All right, I'm going to go with the gumbo that I'm going to eat next to Miss Dart as I pick Jackson Dart to win this football game. Y'all think I'm stupid? I'm going to have me a bowl of gumbo, and I'm be right there next to Miss Dart. Boy, your son look good, don't he? That boy looking good out there, boy.
That boy good. That boy real good.
You saw that, though, mama.
Oh.
Oh, you got something on your lip, Miss Dart. Hold on.
No.
Terrible.
Bro, you don't know if there's a Mr. Dart, bro. You better chill.
Hey, you don't see Mr. Dart anywhere, not in the pictures, nowhere.
You don't see Mr. Dart? Is he there? I didn't see him at the draft. I didn't see him nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, Miss Dart is up for grabs. All right. We're going to keep it in New York, a.k.a. actually New Jersey. But Dak Prescott and his prolific passing offense, because he's always down in football games, is going to travel to New Jersey to play the New York Jets. Dallas, favorite for the first time all season, 2.5. Bruce.
Yeah.
Is Dak Prescott going to avenge the defense not showing up against Green Bay to beat the Jets?
No, I want to say no. I want to say the Jets get their first win.
Okay.
The Cowboys have the number 20 rush defense. And if I'm not mistaken,
That
the
actually
Jets
climbed up,
have...
didn't it?
Say again?
I said that climbed up if they did. The Jets have the 25th. The Cowboys have the 20th.
Okay, there you go. But the Jets have the number 3 rushing offense. So that means they should, in theory, be able to keep the Cowboys passing offense on the sideline by controlling the clock, not making too many mistakes, right? So if they can do that, not turn the ball over, which I don't think they will, I think they win this game in an upset.
You think they win it in an upset? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I got the Jets.
Sneed.
Jets, Jets.
I just think the Jets are due for a win.
Yep.
I don't think they go 0-5. I think the
They're not as bad
Cowboys
as it looks.
What's that?
They're not as bad as it looks.
Right. They've been in games, like they were in the game against the Dolphins. They were like right there to beat the Buccaneers,
Right there
take
against
the
the
lead.
Steelers.
Right. It was basically the blood against the Bills. But man, I don't like the Cowboys. I just don't like them, and it's easy to bet against them. And they're favorited in this, which they find ways to lose games they're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Let's go with the Jets. Jets, Jets.
Okay. Brittany, are you jumping on the Jet, or you gonna ride the horse with the Cowboys?
First of all, I ain't never riding no horse with no cowboy. First of all, we're gonna make that clear right here, right now.
Okay.
I might sweat it at times, but I ain't riding no horse with the cowboy. This one is actually tough. I think the offense of the Cowboys is actually hasn't been bad lately. I feel like Dak's been playing all right lately, but I think I'm gonna go with what Sneed and Bruce said. I think I gotta go with the Jets. There's no way they go 0-5. That's crazy. And I think this is an opportunity for Justin Fields to use his wheels a lot this game, a whole lot.
Okay.
Is that the bar? Justin Fields gonna use his wheels. That was a bar, Brittany. All right, I got you.
I'm not even a rhymer. There we go.
Y'all been on the track with Beans talking about Fields and wheels.
Trash. That was trash. That was trash.
Oh,
Bruce,
this
don't hype up that bar. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so it's up to me to pick them, right? Ooh, let's see. Am I going to take the New York Jet? Ooh, or am I going to giddy up, boys? We're going to go out there in Deer's World and we're going to pick us a goddamn horse and we're going to ride on that. Give me Dallas.
Oh,
Give me Dallas. Why am I picking Dallas? I have no clue. I have no clue. I saw a prolific offense. I finally saw that offense woke up. The Jets find ways to lose games. They do.
Kind of right.
It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Right now, Dak Prescott made one of the, at the time, the best defenses in the league look poop-hut in that secondary. Definitely picked on Ballantyne, one of my corners who had to come in for Nate Hobbs, who went out of that game. But I think Dallas can get it done in New York. They don't want to fall too far behind the Philadelphia Eagles in that division, and they don't want a rookie outpacing them for the second most wins in that division. So I think they're going to definitely come in there with a little bit more steam. The Jets, what are you playing for? Let's see. Last. What more do you want from me? Justin Fields has been a little inconsistent early in games, and I think that's where Dallas could overcome and get them early. If you get them down early, kind of takes a little running game out of it, right? It kind of makes Justin Fields have to throw the ball. Now, Dallas doesn't have a good secondary. That is all very, very true, but I think they have enough to handle Justin Fields. We're not talking about
still hurt.
Trayvon Diggs is he's gonna play. He played sparingly last game against Green Bay, but he did play. He did indeed play. So he was limited. He was limited for sure. But
it's gonna look the same.
Yeah, not gonna look the same. But I'm gonna pick Dallas. I'm not super confident, but I just don't like what I've seen from the Jets this far. Dallas, what I've seen, especially against my Packers, they give me a little bit of hope. I mean, not me hope. I mean, hope for the pick. Hope for the pick. Let me correct myself. All right. Whoo, boy. Anybody ever been to Philly? Philly is a nice city, except for when they win Super Bowls, because somehow they like to destroy their own city. But we're going to be traveling to Philly.
Oh, we got to stop.
Taking shots, man.
We're going to travel to Philly. And guess what? The Mile High gets to bring them snowy mountains on down to Philadelphia, while Philadelphia is favored by 3.5. Brittany, you are the guest on our show. Tell us why the Eagles are going to come away with this victory.
I am going to go with the Eagles. I think this will be a tough game because of the way our offense has been playing lately. But I'm hoping this is the game that they get it together and try to figure out a way to scheme AJ early or scheme him open and get him involved and more engaged in the offense a little bit earlier. And whatever all the complaints and people call it crying, whatever you want to call it, with all that going on in the media, I think they're going to try to figure out a way on how to do that. So, and our defense, although they're young, they've been making plays, and they're the reason why I think we won the last, 3 of our 4 games to start on this undefeated record so far. So special teams has been great, but you got to be mindful of that Denver defense. That Denver defense is something different. So I'm still going to go with Philly, though.
Okay. All right. Brittany's taking Philly for obvious reasons. If you don't see why, look behind her. You'll find that answer. Sneed, who do you have?
Close your eyes and just wait for the final scoreboard. Eagles in this one.
Eagles winning or Eagles losing?
Eagles winning.
I can't see Sneed, so I mean, got my damn eyes.
Have faith that the Eagles will have more points at the end of regulation. Close your eyes. Don't worry about the optics. Don't worry about what looks good and all that. The proof is in the eating, not necessarily how it looks, but how it tastes.
Okay. So we eat Philly cheesesteaks in Philly.
Philly cheesesteaks all day, baby.
Ooh. Now the loose cheese, you talking about that drip?
I'm talking about both of them, bro. The cheddar.
Ooh, cheddar. Wait a minute. No cheddar, provolone.
You do both.
Okay. Oh, that's
what y'all talking about?
Nice little cheese on that Philly.
Cheese wins.
Are we talking about Philly or are we talking about the Philadelphia, the cheesesteaks? Which one?
The game's in Philly, right?
The game's in Philly.
Game's in Philly.
All right. Give me the cheesesteak, bro.
We're not talking about provolone cheese.
I got my mind on cheese, man. Somebody help me out.
Cheese.
I got my mind on cheesesteaks now.
I'm about to try the provolone cheese one day. I never tried that.
What do you put on your Philly?
Most people like cheese whiz. I'm not a fan of the cheese whiz, unfortunately, but I do super sharp. I like
sharp cheddar.
Super sharp is like a sharp American.
Sharp American, okay.
But it's not American cheese. It's a little different.
I don't know, man. Back when I used to whip up them Phillies, man, I used to take that provolone, cut that thing, them thin slices, and layer that mud sucker on top of that joint with them peppers and them. Yeah, provolone cheese.
A Midwest, bro.
Memphis, hello.
They do, yeah. All right. You do the same thing in the Midwest, bro. It's provolone everything.
Yeah, man. Throw some provolone on that mall, man. That mall sucker. Now I would.
In New York, it's
I
all
do like pepper
Swiss
jack
and-
though.
Huh?
I do like pepper jack on some of my Phillies though, but
Pepper
the
jack
Philly
is
got to
good.
be cooked to a certain temperature though. Yeah, Bruce. Now that we're all hungry here, what type of cheese do you want on your Philly? Oh, my bad. My bad. Who do you have win this game? Are you muted?
Or
Are you muted?
The door.
My bad.
There you go.
Yeah, I pulled the door by accident. American or Swiss. But I'm going Philly here. I
Okay.
think they're going to throw the kitchen sink at Bo Nix.
Absolutely.
I think they are going to attack him. They just got to be careful to be disciplined in their rush plane because he's mobile. You don't want him to get out and make plays with his legs. But I'm gonna go with Philly here. I think they keep finding ways to win. They play on a high level. That's a real. I mean, obviously they're the champs, right? But that's a really good football team. And we've yet to see Saquon break out yet, so that could happen at any time. So I'm gonna go Philly here.
Yep. I'm gonna go Philly. Why? Because we've been talking about cheesesteaks for like the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm a little hungry,
And
so
crab
I'm gonna go ahead.
fries.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Philadelphia cheesesteaks. I mean the Philadelphia Eagles. Excuse me.
I never had crab fries.
Crab fries?
Crab fries.
Staple in Philly. Crab
I
fries.
never heard of that. That sounds.
What that mean?
Chicken and Pete's crab fries. When y'all come to Philly, you gotta go to Chicken and Pete's. Okay.
I bet.
Chicken and Pete's.
Chicken and Pete's.
Chicken.
All right, we
and
coming out
Pete's.
there. You gonna take us?
I'll take you to Chicken and Pete's.
Now, is it actual crabs that's fries, or just fries that are like crabs?
It's a certain season that they use on top, and it's not that old base
Old
stuff
Bay.
that every other restaurant uses.
Oh,
They're the originators. They're the originators.
oh. Was that a shot at Baltimore?
Old Bay, boy.
That old- Hey, what Bruce said, is that a shot at Old Bay?
Yeah, don't do that.
Say we ain't got no Old Bay.
Dude,
They throw that sloppy mom on that mug. All right, man. I got Philly, man. Obviously, I think Denver just went and played a Cincinnati Bengals defense that is just porous. That team is just porous. They're just down in the dumps, and Denver just ran foots in them. And so now they're like, oh, yeah, man, we're going to go into Philly, and we're going to do the same thing we just did against the Bengals. Wait a minute. Is that Jalen Carter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that man can hit. What is he doing?
As long as
Oh,
you
my.
don't spit.
As long as he don't spit, right? But I don't think the Bengals have anybody that he would spit on. They're all gone. so, so yeah, man, I got Philly in this one, man. Easy day. All right, we're gonna move on over to the. Oh man, this is a battle of the stupids right here. So we got Tua Tagovailoa and
here we go.
moment of silence for Tyreek Hill. He is going to be out for the remainder of the season and for the foreseeable future. He had a dislocated knee along with torn multiple ligaments in his knee from a play of 10 yards from this past weekend. So hopefully recovery and surgery went well. So prayers and salute to the Tyreek Hill family. However, they're favored by 1.5. And guess who they got to play? The team that went and put foots in Atlanta and then come back to get put foots in them. So Carolina doesn't know what they want to do, whether they want to blow out teams or just get blown out. So we have that matchup going on. So Sneed, who do you have winning? Tua Tagovailoa gets it done without Tyreek, or is the sandwich eater going to need it in Carolina?
This is like the hardest thing to ever do. This is like watching a bum fight, bro. You know what I mean? You remember those DVDs back in the day, the commercials, the bum fight?
Oh my goodness.
Yo, oh man, you guys know I don't believe in Tua, but like I always fear that Bryce Young is gonna snap, not snap as in go off, like snap as in break in the middle of the game. God, man. Give me the Dolphins because I don't know. Dolphins.
My bad. I even clicked Carolina on accident.
Yeah.
The Dolphins. All right. Bruce. My bad. Brittany, it's on you.
you know what? I'm gonna make this. How you feel about Bryce? That's how I feel about Tua.
I feel the same way about Tua.
Right, for real.
Through the game. No, but you know what? They showed me something last week. They played very well, even after Tyreek Hill went down. And Darren Waller, give him credit. I thought he quit football to become a rapper or singer or whatever the heck he was trying to do. But he said, you know what? That ain't working out. I'm going to return. And I think he scored 2 touchdowns last week, I believe. So,
Sauce Gardner. Mossed
right.
him.
So between him and Jalen Waddle,
Yeah.
and I think they have a better defense as course as they have looked, but they have talent on that defense. I'm gonna go with Miami.
Miami, Bruce.
Not a clue, man. I forgot that Darren Waller was on this team. Yeah. Kelsey Plum made him go crazy.
No, it's Darren Waller and it's Jalen Waddle.
Say again?
Darren Waller,
yeah,
Jalen Waddle.
Right. No, I'm talking about Darren Waller.
Yeah.
So remember he quit.
Darren Waddle.
Left him. That's when
he hybridized it or something. That's what.
Darren Waddle. I'm like, what?
Oh man. Yeah, this team is a total toss-up. This game, I should say. I have no idea.
I'm gonna click Miami for you. Then.
It's just cause.
All right, Miami, right?
There you go. I got that.
Oh, you said home team. That's Carolina.
Oh, is it? I thought. I'm
still on Carolina.
Still going Miami.
Okay, you're going Miami. Okay,
yeah, I'm going Miami. Yeah,
all right. Easy pick. Yeah, Miami for me as well. To Brittany's point earlier, you saw a good team without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has not been Tyreek Hill for the last couple of years, right? Don't know what's going on, whether it's age or off the field issues or whatever the case may be, but he hasn't been the same Tyreek Hill in the last 2 years. The moment he went out, Tua Tagovailoa found other targets on that field. So this may be a change in his repertoire that needed to happen, right? Maybe he's too focused on Tyreek Hill. Maybe the offense is too centered around Tyreek Hill. Maybe Darren Waddle, according to Bruce, maybe Darren is the answer, the big target that he needs to be that big body in the end zone to help with the red zone problem that they're having down there. So I think Miami is definitely going to be trending in the right direction. If they can win this game, they go from 0-3 to 2-3. That could be a nice little pick-me-up game to get them going into the season. So I got Miami for sure. Absolutely. All right. We're going to be moving on over. The last 1 o'clock game belongs to none other than Bruce. Baltimore is not favored against the Houston Texans. Lamar Jackson may be out, but we already know Metabuke is out. Yeah. And a list of other players that are not going to be in this game. Derrick Henry has 3 fumbles in his first 4 games of the season, and yet to have a 100-yard game since game 2. Bruce, why is Houston favored by 1.5 in Baltimore? And we're going to get into this later, so we ain't got to elaborate too much. Why is Houston favored by 1.5, Bruce?
Because Lamar Jackson isn't likely to play, but I'm still going to go with Baltimore because I think that I want to believe Todd Monk is going to be smart enough to give Derrick Henry like 30, 35 carry. Like, you're going to have to load him up. You can't try to protect him. You can't try to load manage him at this point. You have to keep things, you have to keep the boat afloat until Lamar Jackson can get there.
My bad. Steve said something. I just put it up there. My bad. My bad. Proceed, Bruce. Proceed. My apologies.
That's it. No, I got Baltimore here.
All right. Sneed, got what you need. Your rival. Are they going to walk away with this one, or are they going to officially go 1-4 on the season?
I'm trying to remember what Cooper Rush did the last time he played as a starter in the NFL. So it had to have been for the Cowboys.
With the Cowboys.
Right. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago when Dak was injured. And I remember him winning some games and losing some games. It was a mixed bag. How ready could he be in a week's notice, right? And then to play against a Texans team who played the Rams tough, played the Buccaneers tough, played the Jags within 7, right, within a TD. They blew out the Titans week 1. So like that wins like
week 4.
Yeah, it feels so long ago. Or that was last week?
That was last week. Yeah.
Oh, that was last week. So that was okay. So they're a good team. They don't have a great record, right? Because they lost to the Buccaneers, the Rams, and the Jags. I don't know, man. If Lamar doesn't play, Baltimore really isn't dangerous. Derrick Henry can be dangerous, but the team offensively isn't really dangerous. Like Zay Flowers may not be a factor. You know, and then defensively, they've been bad all year. What, all of a sudden now they're going to be good because, you know, Lamar's out? I doubt it, seriously. They might play better defensively this week. I just don't know if that's enough without Lamar to then beat the Texans. Ah, man, I hate to pour it on, bro, but I'll take the Texans.
Texans. Britt. Who we got? Do you mind if I call you Britt? Is Britt okay?
That is fine.
Britt is fine.
I appreciate it. But that's fine. Look, I feel for the Baltimore fans out there, but the defense is my biggest concern.
Facts.
Even if Lamar isn't there, your defense is my biggest concern. You're allowing every team to score any which way, and you have all pro talent on every level of that defense. And they have Nico Collins is back. Chubb is pretty darn good. CJ Stroud hasn't been looking like his rookie year. I mean, that's not surprising. That usually happens to rookies. People learn their ways. And their defense isn't too bad over there. I got to go with the Texans on this. I'm just too concerned about that Ravens defense. It just been looking, it's looking like, I don't want to go that far, but I'm going to say it is starting to look like they don't care. And I know that's not what it is. I know that they do care, but that's not the same defense right now.
Brittany, do you think they're rotting from the inside?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's like you got Roquan Smith. You got like Marlon Humphreys. Marlon Humphreys. Hamilton is back there. You got way too much talent. Yeah. And it's just like, why is it looking like this? So something's not clicking in that locker room right now. And that's my biggest concern. Right. And Cooper Rush, right? Yeah, Cooper Rush. I'm going to say Cooper Kupp. Cooper Rush, he's not the best quarterback, but I think he'll be serviceable. I've seen him in some games against the Eagles where he played pretty well as long as you simplify the offense. So I'm concerned about this defense. So I got to go with the Texans.
Whew. Baltimore, hear me now. You're in trouble. If Lamar Jackson cannot play, he's projected to miss possibly 2 to 3 games. Now, I know last week I had this prediction that they can lose to Kansas City, they can go on a run. No Lamar Jackson, no fun for you. It's not going to be fun. The Ravens are 31st in the league in total defense.
How many teams in the league?
32. The Ravens are 31st in passing defense. There are 32 teams in the league. The Ravens are 27th in rush defense. It's 32 teams in the league. The Ravens are dead last in scoring defense out of 32 teams in the league. What more can I say?
What's Cooper Rush supposed to do with that?
If this turns into a CJ Stroud versus Cooper Rush game, CJ Stroud is going to win.
Right.
Who was Houston Texans coach? DeMeco Ryans. Doesn't he know a thing or two about defense?
He knows a thing or two about defense.
I believe so. And if CJ Stroud, if you're listening now, I know you just played the Tennessee Titans, so you're like, finally, we got that monkey off our back. We got a dub. This is a game where you show out and you continue that trend of let me see. Bills gave the Ravens 41 points. Cleveland 17. That was the only win this year. Detroit 38 points. Kansas City 37 points. So 3 winning teams, you gave them at minimum 37 points.
Bro, the Browns imploded. They benched their quarterback. That was the only guy you beat.
Joe Flacco was the only guy you beat.
He's not even active anymore.
Correct. So, Baltimore, you're in trouble. You got some questions that need to be asked, but we're going to save that for the next topic that's going to be coming up. But I have the Houston Texans going in there, and they're gonna possibly do damage. I think if DeMeco Ryans and Cooper Rush are going to be starting, DeMeco Ryans is going to send the whole house at Cooper Rush, and they're definitely going to be in some sort of a 1-5 situation to where they're scrambling to get back to the top. 1-4, excuse me. 1-4. All right, boy, that just felt sad. All right, that just felt
Bruce,
like a
what are we
sad
about to
time.
do with John Harbaugh, Bruce? What's about to go down, bro?
We're gonna get fired, man.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But now that the energy has just been cleansed a little bit, we got Baltimore out the way. Let's woo-saw a little bit. All right, let's woo-saw a little bit. We have a battle of the trash teams. Excuse me.
Bruce got to take Baltimore, right? And this
Bruce took Baltimore. He started off.
He took Baltimore, right?
Yeah, he took Baltimore.
Okay.
Now, I'll give you a little leeway. If Cooper Rush plays, are you still taking Baltimore, Bruce?
Yeah.
That's a homer. That's a homer.
No. I think they're going to get back to their roots, and they're going to really pound it with Derrick Henry all game long.
All game long? You think that's going to be enough?
Yeah.
All right. You heard it from here, Bruce. You heard it from here. All right. The Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick, is going to be traveling to Arizona to one of the tied for the shortest quarterback in the NFL, and Kyler Murray, and favored by 7.5 points. Brittany, who do we have winning this game, and can Cam Ward get his first victory against one of the midgets of the NFL?
No. No. Not this game. I don't even see that highly of Arizona myself either, but I think Kyler Murray was going to give you a little something, and it looks like maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. is broken through a little bit. So I'm curious to keep mindful of that. And I like Arizona's defense better than I like Tennessee's defense, so I got to go with Arizona on this one.
Okay. Arizona, Sneed.
Yeah, this one's tough, man. So the Cardinals were close one against the Seahawks at home. A really close game against the Niners the week before. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Saints. Those aren't, huge wins. Like, they beat great teams. So they're not impressive, but the Titans are pretty bad.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals are home. I think they're relatively healthy.
Yeah, for the most part. Except their running back. Their running back is out for the season. I mean, not out for the season, but he's out.
I'll take the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray. This is the type of game. The Titans are bad enough. He could throw 3 TDs, throw for 250. That kind of game. Give me the Cardinals.
Cardinals. All right, Bruce. Who you got?
Pick or two as well. And still win.
Cardinals.
Yeah. I don't know why we took so long on this pick right here. Tennessee is just a bad football team. Arizona is just not that bad of a football team.
Agreed.
To where they can beat the Tennessee Titans. So I'm going to just move on from that one. We spent way too long. That was just way too much time on that football.
Don't you occasionally look for like an upset somewhere?
Not in Tennessee.
Not in Tennessee.
Not Tennessee. Tennessee and the Saints. They're my 2 teams. I'm just going
automatically count them out. They're
They're
not going to go 0-17, right?
If they play each other, then one of them got to win. All right, we're going to move on over. We're going to travel to Seattle and the 12 that's in the stands. Biker touchdown makers going to be traveling to Seattle to battle Sam Darnold, last year's Pumpkin of the Year. The Pumpkin and the Pumpkin Eaters are favored by 3.5 points at home. Bruce, who wins this football game, and why does Baker have one of the MVP caliber games of his career?
Yeah, I think that I do think the Bucs win this one. It's not going to be easy, but I think they're going to get back to their winning ways. I know they're hurting off having their undefeated season, broken last year, and also I think that they want to get back to that because it showed that as well as they were playing early on, they're still not up there with the best teams. So this is an opportunity to just stack another win, get closer to winning another division title, and getting a home playoff game or 2, which they want that. I think Baker's just going to outplay Sam Darnold. I think he's got more weapons, and I think it's going with the.
All right, Sneed, who you got, brother?
And the Buccaneers are hurt. Mike Evans out with the hamstring, so that's tough. He played without Mike Evans last week, so Baker,
Correct.
Kept the team in it, and they were competitive. Bucky Irving has a foot and a shoulder injury, and he's seeking medical examination there from other doctors. So I don't know if that means they're thinking about season-ending surgery or what.
Right.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
They also have some injuries in the defensive side. They've got a safety, they've got a corner, and then they've got limited participants in the linebacker core. I don't know, man. This one's tough. The Seahawks, I mean, they're a little bit healthier, I guess. I don't want to count out Baker, though, man. This guy has got to find a way to win. I like Baker, touchdown maker.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with Baker, man. Baker's my guy. Let's go with the Bucks.
All right, we got the Bucks. Brittany, who we got?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be the battle of the quarterbacks, and I think the better quarterback by far is Baker Mayfield.
Sam Darnold? Okay, go ahead.
You know what? I'll also throw in there whose defense is who's in charge of this Bucks defense, and that's Ty Bowles.
Ty Bowles.
Right. So that's always going to be a pretty darn good defense, always and forever, as long as he is the head coach, coordinator, whatever you want to call him. So I got to go with the Bucks on this. I don't think Seattle's going to win this at all.
Yep. I think this is going to be an ugly game. It's going to be an ugly game, but I think, when it comes to ugly games, there's one guy who sits on that sideline who's waiting for that moment, and that's Baker. Baker, touchdown maker. He's going to be able to get it done in the closeout. I'm looking at the list of participants from today's practice. Did not participate: Jamel Dean, Mike Evans, Greg Gaines, Bucky Irvin, Baker Mayfield, Benjamin Morrison, Sterling Shepard, Taki Smith, Levante David, Logan Hall, Hassan Reddick, Chris Godwin, of course we know, and tackle Charlie Heck. Those are your non-participants, and today is Wednesday. So tomorrow these next couple of days are definitely going to be huge on, getting these guys at least healthy enough to play. But as long as you got Baker, if Baker can play, I think he's good enough in an ugly game to beat Seattle in Seattle. Easy day. All right. Moving on, I'm just going to go ahead and click Detroit for everybody here. Detroit's going to be playing Cincinnati. They're favored about 10.5.
Detroit it is.
Yep. I think we're all in agreement. Everybody say aye.
Aye.
Yay,
Cincy.
Ooh.
I'm going for since. I'm just kidding, y'all. Detroit.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
now we know you like to play. Now we know.
Right.
Now we know.
That jokes.
Man, I was led astray.
Well, she even interrupted as you were speaking, like it was like real. And she's like, "Hold up, wait a minute."
She's like, "I got Cincy. Transformers, slow down. I got Cincy. I don't know what you thought."
Explanation for sure.
Man, what? I needed to hear it because boy, that was gonna get ugly. All right, moving on to the next game. The Washington Commanders are going to be traveling to battle half of the Flowing Hair Committee, and that is Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is favored by 2.5 in California, in Inglewood. Brittany, who do we have winning this football game?
Is Jaden Daniels still out?
Jaden Daniels is going to play.
Oh,
he's going to play.
That's a good game right there.
I believe he's going to play. Stand by. Let me see if I can get this confirmation.
And then the other question is Terry McLaurin.
Yep. Commanders, Daniels plans to play against the Chargers. So, yes. Right now, he's planning to play.
This is going to be probably a little bit better, closer game than I thought it would be. I think this will be a tight game. Well, it does depend on Terry McLaurin. McLaurin is playing. I'm assuming. I don't know if he's out or in. I'm not sure. It's just something about this Chargers team. They starting to change my mind about them now. On both sides of that football, they've been playing some good football, and I'm not sure if I'm trusting this older Commanders defense at this moment. They've been struggling. Marshawn Lattimore looks like a shell of himself right now. I think they just getting too up there. I got to go with the Chargers. I think it's going to be close, but I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay, we got the Chargers. Sneed. That's Bruce. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, go ahead, Bruce.
No. I'm talking out loud. Go ahead, Sneed.
I don't like how serious are some of these injuries for the Commanders. So like kind of like what Brittany was saying. Laramie Tunsil didn't practice, but it says rest. So that to me doesn't sound bad.
No.
Same thing goes for a couple other players. It just says rest. But like, okay, Jaden Daniels is a full participant, so he's coming back. Zach Ertz is also rest. But like Terry McLaurin has a quadricep. If it limits his speed, if it limits his quickness off of, the snap off of the line, like that's gonna not gonna be able to get the separation, so that he's not gonna be as open. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
On top of that, Deebo Samuel did not practice today. He has a heel injury.
Oh,
he has a what injury?
Heel.
Yeah, wow. So they, so Brittany brought up the defensive players and how they're older and injured. I'm looking at some offensive players being limited maybe as well. That sounds like maybe take the Chargers because they're kind of sort of going to be healthier. Like Keenan Allen, it just says rest. Derwin James is limited with a glute. He'll probably play. Is this game in LA, you said?
It is in California.
Let's take the Chargers, man.
But in LA, that doesn't matter. So,
yeah, they don't really have a true fan base out there.
They don't. It's always the away team official of that stadium.
Yeah, but a guy like flowing hair will be more comfortable at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. True.
Take the Chargers.
All right, Bruce, who you got, brother?
Oh man, this is tougher than I thought because left tackle Joe Alt is doubtful to play this week. And he's one of the best young tackles in the league. And he was filling in because Rashawn Slater was out. He's done for the year. So this is tough. Flowing hair is nobody to guard his blind side. But if anybody's going to have another old lineman ready to go, it's going to be Jim Harbaugh. And, we've got the benefit of flowing hair being a very mobile quarterback. So if he senses it, he can still get out there and move. I'm going to go with the Chargers, but it's not going to be easy.
All right. Chargers it is. I think we're all in agreement. I'm going to pick the Chargers as well. I like what the Chargers are doing this year. They just came off of a close loss this past week. And I think that's just going to be enough fire that just needs to be lit into getting back to what the winning ways were. Running the football, stopping the run. Obviously, Washington's not going to be able to run the football as effectively. Justin Herbert, like I said, has been playing like an MVP caliber player all season. So
yes, he has.
I definitely we're going to take the Chargers over the Washington Commanders. Absolutely. All right. And then the final game of the Sunday night at 8:12, the primetime game favored by 7.5. We have the returning MVP hosting Tom Brady and not Tom Brady. It's Drake May and the New England Patriots. Bruce.
Yeah.
Can Drake May pull a Tom Brady and beat Josh Allen? Or does Josh Allen have what it takes to keep the streak going of undefeated?
The Patriots are going to play close. They're going to play tough. They're going to play physical. They're going to lose.
Well put, Snead.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bills by like 10.
I don't know
Bills
about
by 10. They're favored by 7.5. So you got 10? You got the over?
Yeah, Bills are going to win by 2 scores.
All right. Brittany.
Has the Bills played anybody outside of the Ravens in the first game? And we're questioning them?
They beat everybody, whoever they played.
They got the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, now the Patriots. I need them to have a tougher schedule. The Bills.
After that, it gets better again. They got Atlanta. They got Carolina.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
They're about to run a cool 7-0 before they play Kansas City.
They trying to get Josh Allen to easy that to get to bowl.
But it's not like they even need it. I mean, his division is not that competitive. So
right.
Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
That's great.
It went from the Patriots division to Josh Allen's division in like 2 years.
Oh, absolutely. Night and day. As soon as time left, it was over.
And day.
As soon as time left, it was over. We're all in agreement, Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh no, Brittany, you said Buffalo, right?
I said Buffalo.
Okay, and I got Buffalo as well. Josh Allen's the MVP. He's going to prove it. He's going to show it. They're going to go undefeated, 7-0 by the time they play Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City, Bruce has the Jags as his number 5 on his top 5 list. They now have to battle Patrick Mahomes, and the Swifties in the stands are going to be manned and ready because Taylor Swift is coming to Duval.
Chicken cutlets, bro. Really?
Chicken cutlets is coming to Jacksonville, Florida, and Kansas City is favored by 3.5 only because Taylor Swift is going to make an appearance. Brittany, is Flowing Hair going to be able to get it done, or the Swifties going to take over Everbank Stadium?
No, I'm actually torn about this game. I've really honestly been torn about this game, and people might look at me like I'm crazy. If I go, I guess they did get Xavier Worthy back, and that showed it helped open up that offense a lot. And that defense is always a good defense. But you know what? I'm gonna go far left on this one. I'm gonna go way left on this one. I'm gonna go out there. No, I'm gonna say it.
No, you're not.
I'm going with the Jags.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go with the Jags. Probably out of my mind crazy. But I'm giving them a chance to show me something. Go to Jags.
Okay. Jaguar fans, Jacksonville, you have heard it here, Bruce. I've heard it here first. Brittany Monique from Sideline Speaks is picking the Jaguars to beat the 3-time Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes, in Duval. You heard it here first. All right, Sneed, are we picking Duval?
Bro, I gotta.
We going chicken cutlets.
I gotta take the Chiefs. They're starting the rally, bro. They're gonna start stringing wins together. They're getting their weapons back. You know, they're getting a groove offensively. They're starting to score a little bit. I know it was the Ravens, but that's all Mahomes needs. Just a couple of wins, and now it's gonna start to kind of snowball in a positive way. I take the Chiefs, although I do think the Jags will be competitive in the game. It's just going to be Mahomes will be the difference.
All right, Bruce.
And this is why I said that it could change after this week.
All right, Kansas City it is then.
Kansas City, man.
Who did Kansas City play last week?
Ravens.
31st ranked total defense in the league.
I know.
Thank you, Brittany.
Right. Thanks for the reminder.
So how much of that Patrick Mahomes finding the resurgence in his team, or is that on the Baltimore defense being bad? Jacksonville is number 1 in takeaways. Now, Kansas City is not known to turn over the football that much. I mean, with Patrick Mahomes, he's pretty effectively and clean with the passing game. But this defense is giving me a cause to pause on picking teams against them. But then on the other side,
the Super Bowl 3 times.
3 times. I look at Steve Spagnuolo, and he hates flowing hairs.
Flowing hairs.
He hates it.
Oh.
So Steve Spagnuolo is going to dial up some pressure that I don't think Flowing Hair is going to be quite prepared for, unless he's just going to continuously hand the ball off to Travis Etienne.
You better.
It's going to be a close game.
North for carrying the NFL. Give him that rock.
It's a Monday night game. I'm going to give it to Kansas City because it's a primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only team that plays Monday night.
Mm.
That's going to be what Patrick Mahomes is like. Oh, I'm the only one on TV? Say less, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it done.
Let's put
Kansas City is going to win this game close. What's the spread? 3.5 Kansas City and Jacksonville? Jesus. Ooh, the money's telling you to go Jacksonville. Ugh. I'm going to stick with Kansas City. gonna stick with Kansas City on this one. Kansas City for the win. Prime time is probably gonna be a last-second call, and we're gonna get it done. All right. That is your weekly pick'em. You heard it here from Bruce, Sneed, and Brittany, our guests for the evening. That is the wrap-up for week number 5. Tell us how we look. Tell us how we did. If you don't like it, talk to your mammy. We don't care. Let's go. All right. We're going to take some calls on this one, or we're going to move on?
Absolutely. We'll take 2.
All right. Well, it's going to take 2 calls. Let's get her done. You already know the number. 904-219-8264.
Keep reaching, Brittany. Keep reaching. Keep reaching.
Not bad, Brittany.
Tell us what you think. Give us your thoughts. Upset of the week. Did any of us get an upset? What was our upset? We don't have an upset, do we?
I think I had a couple, but they weren't like major ones.
Yeah.
I didn't go with anything crazy, but I did make a couple of picks that I went with the under.
Jacksonville over Kansas City won't be an upset.
Yeah, it is.
Would there be an upset?
Yeah,
3-1?
He is favored by 3.5 away.
Okay.
That would be an upset.
That'll be an upset. Damn, I'm kind of wanting to change my pick, man. I think Jacksonville's gonna be a competitive game.
Commanders win, that would be an upset.
Yeah, against the Chargers. New England will be an upset for sure.
Buccaneers get the win in Seattle. That's an upset.
That's gonna be a good game, man.
It's gonna be some good football, man. I ain't got to stress, man. My Packers ain't playing, so we took a night off.
The Ravens are only giving up 1 point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be an awakening of the defense and
Maybe
Derrick Henry. You know, they're just assuming he's not going to fumble the ball. And
I hope so. I hope they're smart enough to. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and we'll take it to the next topic here. Let's stop this wonderful music in the background.
My bad. Hey, you took the topics off as well? Okay.
No.
Man said Ravens done, redone. Turn that shit off.
Right. For sure. All right. Main topic of the night. Baltimore Ravens. With Lamar Jackson, since he's become a starter, he wins about 74% of his games, right? He is clearly a winner. He's only lost 2 games in his career as a starter to the NFC. I think he's 24-2, 24-3 all time against the NFC. So we know that he knows what he's doing. We know that he's got a lot of ability. However, unfortunately, for whatever reason, in some of the biggest games, he tends to not play nearly as well, has a lot more turnovers, just has a lot more turnovers and just has difficulty, guiding the team the way it needs to. Now, it's not all on him. A lot of times in these big games as well, you see the play calling get away from what got him there. And there's a lot, man. But not at this point, the Ravens are 1-3. They've got a ton of injuries racked up. And this was a year that a lot of people picked them to go to the Super Bowl. Some picked them to win it. But now they're 1-3 early on. They've got a bunch of injuries. Their most important guy, Lamar Jackson, he's out, although it was reported that he's, trying to play on Sunday. I know that's the competitor in him, and I respect that. But I think that hammies are very tricky. Hamstring injuries, and I think he should make sure he's 100% before coming back. And the team shouldn't allow him to play unless he's 100% before coming back. I think this is an opportunity, realistically, without Lamar, to get back to focusing on Raven DNA, and that's playing elite defense and really running the football extremely well. So before I get you guys' thoughts on this, I'd actually like to play a clip from can't remember if it was NFL Live. I think it was NFL Live. Orlovsky and Marcus Spears, aka Swagoo, had a brief discussion regarding, what's the problem, what they think is happening with the Ravens. And I'd like to play that for you guys. So hang on 1 second and we'll get that going. 1 second. All right, here we go.
I don't know what Todd Monken is doing. I really don't. There is a tremendous amount of evidence that if you let Derrick Henry dictate games, this offense works better.
Yeah.
And him and Lamar dictating games with whether it's sleight of hand or whatever. Look at this on the season. 48 carries, 49 carries, tied for 24th. He's 8th in rush yards on those limited carries. He's tied for 6th with touchdowns and 20-yard rushes, 4, tied for 1st. And we left a game against the Kansas City Chiefs with 8 total carries in a game for Derrick Henry. Now, this has been a part before Derrick Henry showed up. Y'all know I almost lost my damn mind about the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the number of runs that the backs had as the number 1 rushing team in the league that season. So again, go ahead.
Do you think or expect it to be different once Likely's back consistently and Ricard comes back?
But Dan, I understand that and I agree with you on that. But what's your best formula right now? You have to play for what's going on.
Right.
You got 7 people injured on defense, and you consistently want to push the ball down the field.
And you're not winning.
And you're not winning doing that. So again, I understand the draw to want Lamar to make plays and push the ball down the field. You did not sign this man to be tied for 24th in carries 5 weeks into the season. And if his career wasn't made on volume, we wouldn't have this argument. He gets better the more touches he has. That's been the case since he showed up to Baltimore and when he was in Tennessee.
Some great commentary by
Hot fire.
Facts. So let's start with Brittany. How do you feel about what Marcus Spears had to say? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have something to add? Where are you on the Ravens and their woes this season?
I think honestly, let's look at it, right?
Okay.
First game, the Ravens scored 40 points. Second game, 41. Third game, 30. And the last game, 20. Last game was kind of a different situation, right? Lamar Jackson went out. You going up against a team that you've been struggling to beat since forever, basically, it feels like.
Start of time.
Right. But it's like your offense is scoring. It's not like your offense is not scoring. To me, that's not the problem. To me, it's this defense. Your defense can't stop anybody. That is the biggest issue here, is that defense. Yes, Derrick Henry cannot fumble in certain situations. Okay, I understand that. Yes, Lamar Jackson has to stay within himself at times. I understand that as well. But you're still moving the football up and down the field, and you're still scoring points. You're still putting points on the board. That defense has been atrocious. That has been the primary reason why you lost the majority of your games this year. I'm going to say outside of the Chiefs, but even then you allowed almost 40 points, 37 points. That is a big problem. And I do not see it changing this week. Actually, I see them struggling even more this week because you most likely will not have Lamar Jackson out there. Because if I'm the Texans, right, this is basically what my game plan is going to be. I know you don't want Cooper Rush to throw it 30 times a game. I know you want to give it to Derrick Henry. So what are we going to do? We're probably going to stack. Right. We're going to stack the box, right? We're going to make Cooper Rush beat us. And let's see if he's capable of doing that. I know your defense is struggling to stop us. So that to me is that game plan. So we could get upset about the Derrick Henry issues and things like that. But when they're in there, they're actually scoring points. That defense has been atrocious. To me, that is the main problem.
Agreed. Sneak.
Great. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, these games we've seen game flow problems, which has kind of coerced the Ravens into wanting to pass more. And because they have Lamar Jackson, they feel comfortable going into that space where they can throw the ball a bunch of times because he's capable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dropbacks, no problem. He can scramble for 25. He can throw it down the field for a 30-yard missile, you know, to Zay Flowers. Like, there was optionality when Lamar was there. So your defense was bad, but you could compete in the games because of Lamar. Well, now you don't have Lamar. Now you have Cooper Rush. You have no choice but to give Derrick Henry the ball 25 times.
Mm-hmm.
There's no version of them winning with a questionable defense unless they can keep the defense off the field. and just let the offense possess it through Derrick Henry. So we're talking about 25, 26, 28 carries. We're talking about possessing the ball, keeping the defense off the field so they don't have to do as much. And when they do get a chance, force the other guy to make mistakes so you can win the turnover battle. You're going to have to be plus in the turnovers, right? And you're going to have to keep the other guys off the field. Look, in my opinion, they can win this game. It's not that they can't, but it's going to have to be what Bruce was saying, because Cooper Rush can't do what Lamar does, and they were losing with Lamar. So they just have to play the game differently. They're going to, even if they go down 1 or 2 touchdowns in the first half, they still have to give the ball to Derrick Henry. Still.
I like the little soliloquy both of you guys just gave, right? Why the hell are we talking about Derrick Henry?
Because they can't win any other way.
Has he not played in the first 4 games?
He has.
What's been the result?
The first couple games were cool, and the last couple games were awful.
Does Derrick Henry play offense or defense?
He plays offense.
So the Ravens can score, correct? They can score.
Yeah. When they had Lamar Jackson, they could score.
Yes, they could.
40 points, 41 points, 30 points, and give it as you may, 20 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. So they could score. I want to remind everybody who didn't get a chance to listen to the weekly pick'em about the Ravens defense. 31st out of 32 teams in passing defense. 27th in rushing defense out of 32 teams. 32nd, meaning dead last in scoring defense. Overall, you know what that puts you? Total defense, they're second in the entire league, is worse behind the Dallas Cowboys.
Transformer, is there a possibility that now the defense realizes there's no Lamar to save them and they have to come to play?
When did they forget that? At this point in juncture, the Baltimore Ravens are thinking none other than Super Bowl.
Yeah.
None other. We don't care about divisional titles. We don't care about MVPs. We don't care about none of that. We are supposed to win the Super Bowl.
When did that fade? What week are you going to say that was no longer a thing? Because I don't think it's a thing anymore.
I mean, after week 1, it was in question.
No, after week 1, I mean, you could at least say, like, okay, bad ending to the game, but it was the Bills, and they'll see them again. You know, week 2 was the Browns, who imploded. But like week 3 and week 4, I mean, that was like put a fork in them. Who's saying Super Bowl for the Ravens is even a possibility at this point?
I'm saying that was supposed to be your mentality going into this season.
Right.
So if you lost that in week 3, you got a huge problem.
Yeah.
Because right now, all of that prolific offense, the lightning and thunder that I called Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, they doing what they got to do on the offensive side of the football. What the hell are we doing? We're doing nothing. We're letting Danny and Mammy just run all over us. They can throw on us. They can take the ball away. They can do all of these things. We can't stop a nosebleed. We're 31st in the league in total defense. I've never heard a Ravens team, period, be mentioned in the 20s like that, let alone 31st. When you hear teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens, what's the first thing you think about?
Defense.
You think defense.
Defense.
You think defense. This whole vision has flipped. We're now known as a team that can put up so many points but can't stop a damn nosebleed. So why are we talking about Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry is not playing linebacker. Derrick Henry is not playing D lineman. He's not playing corner. He's not playing safety. Derrick Henry, we seen him have a $150. We seen him have 2 touchdowns. We seen that already. So what the hell more can we get from Derrick Henry that's going to fix the problem? The problem is our defense.
Right, but if your defense is always on the field getting cooked, the hope is you possess the ball, you give Derrick Henry more than 8 carries, and you keep your defense from having to get taxed, spent too much time on the field where they're getting cooked.
You keep those.
I'm not saying he's gonna save the day. I'm saying it gives them some kind of a strategic chance.
Mm. So eventually, you're gonna go down 14-3.
Right.
Where's Derrick Henry?
Well,
we're gonna keep that same energy.
They went away. Went away from him, and they went with Lamar to score all those points, and they lost with Lamar.
Well, also let's look at it this way too, Transformer. A big part of running is keeping the defense honest, right? So it's not necessarily that he has to get $150 and 2 tuds, right? Although that would be great, but it's also keeping the defense honest, making them creep and come up to the line, and like Brittany said, stack 8 in the box if they have to, or also just the threat of you consistently handing off to Derrick Henry creates a lot in the play action game, right? Baltimore doesn't really like RPO a lot from what I recollect watching them, but in the play action game with Derrick Henry, you could do a lot. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I guess you're thinking because they got such a mobile quarterback in Lamar that it would work. But, no, but in the play action game though, you got a lot of chances to have success. So you establish the run early and often, then you can do more things. And like Snead said, it helps the defense because at least it lets the defense breathe. They're not out there getting gashed. 3 and outs don't help your defense. Right. That's why they say like teams with elite running games, you don't necessarily have to have an elite quarterback. As much as they want to try for you to have that, it's not always necessary for you to have success.
Do you guys think the Browns could have the best defense in the league?
Possibly. Yeah.
You know why they definitively don't though? Like why it's not clear that they're number one is because
they're tied in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Because the offense is a need.
Okay is missing.
Well,
go Irish.
I want to ask Brittany. Brittany, what is the Ravens' pathway to victory?
Prayer.
Oh, damn.
And she's not wrong.
She's not, man.
I tried to come up with a legitimate pathway to victory. She's like, just pray on it.
Just pray. Put pray on it.
Than that, right?
I don't know how many times. Look, football. There's 3 units to football, and all 3 units have to perform somewhat decent, right? I'm not even going to say to the highest level, to the highest standard. I'm just going to say somewhat decent. The offense has been playing somewhat decent, right? Actually, way better than right. Special teams has been doing what they need to do. Defense has been poor. And the object of the game of football for defense is to prevent the other team from scoring. That is your main objective. And the offense is to what? To score. So, like you guys said, the offense has been doing, it might not have always looked pretty. It's football. It's not going to always look pretty for the offense, but they have been scoring. I don't know what is their points per game?
34?
34 points per game.
32. So
32 points per game. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot in the
what if
national.
The Browns could score 32 a game, bruh?
Be unstoppable. Be undefeated.
Be unstoppable.
We don't want to see that.
Defense. But that defense is so bad. I don't know what that next step is, but that is the main situation for this. Well, right now it's going to be the offense because Lamar is missing. But focus on the defense. I don't know what you can do at this point. And Harbaugh is supposed to be a defensive-minded head coach. This is his unit. These are his guys. So it's like
a special teams coach.
He was a
special teams
coordinator.
Jim.
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. But I think his thing is defense, though, right? If I can recall,
for a lot of his career there in Baltimore, they have had very good defensive teams. So I think that assumption would probably be fair.
Right. But I'm just like, maybe it's time for a new voice. Okay, whoever their defensive coordinator is, I'll give it to the defensive coordinator. It might be a time for a new voice because I don't know. You have too many talented players on this team. Something's not clicking. Something's not clicking. So it might be time for a defensive coordinator. And if we got to go one step further, a new head coach. but something's
their
got to
defense is so bad. I mean, are we really going to give that much credit to the defensive coordinator?
Not now.
If he can get it rolling and get it back in line.
I mean,
then
if anything, the offensive coordinator should be getting the shot at leading this team because he's
Right.
been getting points.
Who is their defensive coordinator?
Zach Wilson.
How long he's been a defensive coordinator for?
Last year was his first year.
Yeah, last year.
What was their ranking last year?
So it started off terrible just like this, but it ended up getting a lot better towards the end. And I think they finished the year like 8th in points per game allowed.
It
So
looked
they made
this bad.
huge strides.
I don't think it didn't look this bad.
No, it didn't look this bad, but it was bad though.
Look, you can't start 1-3 right now. You cannot
1-3.
start 1-4.
14% chance of making the playoffs. Not good.
Like you cannot start 1-4, and then your division rival is what? Pittsburgh is at the top of your division, only losing one game.
Brittany, we thought at the start of this year there were going to be 3 teams potentially from the AFC North going to the playoffs. We're getting one. It's just going to be the winner. It's probably going to be the Steelers.
I guess my question is, why do I feel like everybody lets this team off the hook at times?
Who?
Because I think because they see how talented it is, and when they're clicking, they're damn near unbeatable. I think that's why.
Yeah, but y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but it just feels like you blow out the worst teams, but when it comes to trying to beat the tougher teams,
Yeah, that's about right.
You can't perform well. So does that mean you're mediocre?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Has it come to that now?
They're better than mediocre, but the way you framed it, like I get
Are
it.
they?
If you can only beat the bad teams and you lose to the good teams, you're in purgatory. You're not really that much better than the bad teams. Because there's clearly so many teams better than you because they keep beating you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're either the elite in the tops or you're just everybody else.
Fun fact. We were talking about last year's Ravens defense. Well, at least they're playing up to par as far as the passing defense is concerned. Last year, they ranked 31st in passing defense.
There you go.
What are they this year?
However, they finished 10 in total defense. You know how? They were number 1 against the run.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew how to stop the run. They just couldn't stop a nosebleed in the back.
Well, they better remember how to stop the run.
Now with Matabuke gone, you can't stop up front, back, side, front, left, back, hop with it, skip, left turn, foot, Charlie Brown with it. You can't stop nothing.
For real.
You can't stop. And we're talking about Derrick Henry.
Transformer. Steve's got a good comment on the firing potentially of John Harbaugh.
Okay.
He says firing him would be panicking. Do you agree?
No.
After 17. How many years since they won the Super Bowl?
They won in
13 years.
So this Super Bowl will make 13 years since they won the last one.
So after 13 years, I don't think that's panicking anymore.
No. Yeah. And let's remember, Steve, we already know that it's out there, it's reported and sourced, and Bishotti said that he probably would have been gone if not for Lamar Jackson saving his job. Why do you think he loves Lamar so much?
Lamar saved him.
Yes.
And they almost ruined that, remember?
If he was Superman, he'd eat a kryptonite sandwich for Lamar. He loves that guy because he knows Lamar saved his job.
Yeah. And I don't clearly understand. You can't just get rid of him because dudes earned a bad season. Every season has been bad when it came to the end. Every single one of them. They all ended the same.
Yeah.
We either forgot to run the football one year. We either didn't put Lamar Jackson in the correct situation another year. We all of a sudden started to turn over the ball in the end zone in another year. That's on the coach. Yep. That falls on your bad or good season as well, right? So now they're just crumbling at the beginning. Right, we can only imagine what the end gonna look like. Go ahead, Sneak.
The way they look is bad. It's not like they're just losing games like any old regular way. They're like out of character. Like Bruce has talked about, the defense has been the hallmark, the trademark of this team. That's like gone absent, and there's all this investment into the defense.
Yeah.
So like the thing that you've heavily focused on that should be strong is way out of where they should be. Like they're not even close.
Yeah.
To be ranked 31 and 32 and all this, dude, that is inexplicable. There's teams that don't have good defensive players that rank 28th and 29th.
Correct.
This to me, and this is why I push back on Steve's comment. To me, they look like they are disorganized on defense. There is no accountability on defense.
Mm-mm.
And if I'm looking at week to week, it's kind of worse. It's kind of gotten worse. What has improved defensively in 4 weeks?
Nothing.
They played what did I say? They played a tough schedule.
They play Houston coming up next. They got the Rams coming up after that.
Bro, if they didn't have the Browns in the
Chicago.
first month of the season, they would be winless. There is proof and evidence to believe they would be 0-4 if they didn't play the Browns in the first month of the year.
Why y'all making me defend Baltimore? By that logic, should Pittsburgh have fired Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin ain't dealt the MVP multiple years in a row at quarterback.
Bro, they're giving him a quarterback carousel.
Right.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Mason Rudolph. What's the
Duck Hodges?
Doug Hodges. I think
bro, they
Andy
had a
Dalton was probably
named
back
Duck
there.
throwing the ball, bro.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. The thing about Mike Tomlin, he kept that defense legit all them years. He just had bad quarterback play, right? Ever since Ben Roethlisberger, they haven't been able to figure it out. John Harbaugh has had the multiple time in a row, either 1 or 2 in the MVP race.
But Steve,
what am I supposed to do?
It's not just Henry fumbling the ball 2 games away. The defense has been bad in all the games.
Every single one of them. And there's a tide that changed, right? So with Mike Tomlin, nothing really changed. Like his strength stayed his strength, right? Which was the defense, right? John Harbaugh, it's been a whole freaking 360. What are we looking at now? They're no longer even about defense at all. It's all about offense. And we're just getting our backs blown out like we just some prostitute in Las Vegas.
Have Steve call, bro.
It's getting our backs blown out.
Let's go ahead and let's take 2 calls on this. Y'all see the number on the bottom of the screen. 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Give us a call with your thoughts. We'll take 2 calls on this, and then we'll get this last topic and get up out of here, y'all.
Bruce, I'm sorry, man, but the Ravens deserve to get cooked 3 times the hard way, bro.
Like a prostitute in Vegas.
Are you hearing me sitting here making excuses?
No, it just sucks, bro, because I know it's your team, bro, but the defense is atrocious. It's embarrassment.
That's correct.
You know who came up with the topic? Bruce. That's Bruce's topic.
Bro, is Ray Lewis talking? Is Terrell Suggs talking? Any of the guys from
Ray Lewis ain't walking through that door. T Sizzle ain't walking through that door.
They need to.
Facts.
Ed Reed is definitely not walking through that door.
Yes, like they need to call them, bring those guys in, and coach, like talk to these guys. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're not playing like Ravens. Facts. What's up, Steve?
Yo, what up,
Steve?
Bruce?
What up,
hey, brother?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. What up, Twizzler?
What's happening?
What up, Steve?
What's up, Miss Brittany?
Hey, how are you?
I'm blessed. Listen, I'm not trying to troll. I mean what I'm saying in the chat. Listen, I have no problem with holding Baltimore's defense accountable. I have no problem holding Harbaugh accountable. The only reason I brought up Tomlin was because the comment was said, it's been how long since Harbaugh won a Super Bowl. Well, you could make that same argument for Tomlin then. Now, granted, the dynamics are different, but it's like if we're going to go by that logic, it's like, well, they're both been playoff teams and they can't get it done ever since their Super Bowls. So that's the only reason I brought up Tomlin. I'm not advocating for firing either one of them. I'm just saying. But as far as, listen, this is what I was calling the other day. It sucks that Baltimore's 1-3. I get it. I'm not a fan. I'm laughing about it, but I hate even calling in and defending it. But the defense has been bad. But let's put this in perspective. Their defense has played Buffalo, Detroit, and Kansas City. Now, are those would you say those are probably top 10 offenses in the NFL? I would argue yes.
Yeah.
Like their defense is isn't looking good. The numbers are bad, but they're playing top 10 offenses. And if we have no problem placing the blame on Harbaugh or placing the blame on the defense, why hasn't anybody said if Derrick Henry doesn't fumble 2 games away, they're probably at least 3-1, 2-2? Like, I'm all about holding the defense accountable.
You think that's why they only gave him 8 carries last game?
I was about to say, has that not been said?
Well,
I'm pretty sure we've heard some.
I think could be. It could be. I also feel like they got down pretty early in that game, so maybe them abandoning the run may have been a little bit of a factor of it too. But you're right, Sneed. It could be. It could be. But all I'm saying is, it's 4 weeks. I get it. The numbers on defense look bad, but they've played great offenses. You're playing Josh Allen. You're playing Jared Goff in Detroit, who just won to the NFC Championship. And you just played another AFC contender in Kansas City with obviously Pat Mahomes. I don't have to argue Pat Mahomes. So yes, I get it. The defense, we want the numbers to look better. We want a more competitive nature from that defense we're traditionally used to. But we also have to hold Henry accountable. He fumbled that Buffalo game away. If he holds on the ball, we're not even talking about 1-3.
Yeah, but Steve, they didn't do anything the entire second half in that game. Do you remember the second half of the Buffalo game?
Yes.
It was bad. It wasn't just the fumble. It was the fumble too, but it wasn't just the fumble. They didn't do anything offensively in the second half. I think just a little bit early in the fourth quarter, nothing. I don't even know how many first downs they got in the fourth quarter. They may have gotten none.
I would agree. But if we're willing to hold the defense to a standard, why can't we do that with Henry? I'm just saying, those are big fumbles and big moments of those games that literally cost them.
So why didn't they run the ball with Justice Hill?
That I can't answer. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if it really was a fumbling issue, if it really is a Derrick Henry issue, the coach has to make a decision to bench him or hand the ball off to Justice Hill. Who's capable?
Listen, I'm all about making fun of Henry because Bruce loves him, but that's a panic. You're not going to just bench Derrick Henry. Like, let's keep it a buck. You're not going to pay him that money just to bench him. But I think it's okay to be like, hey, we're a couple turnovers away from not being in this situation of 1-3. As bad as the defense has played, as good as the competition they've played, there are a couple turnovers.
You know what that sounds like, Steve?
500 is all I'm saying.
That sounds like the guy from Penn State.
What?
Yeah, what he said this week after that loss to Oregon. Did you hear what he said?
Oh, good gracious. I heard what he said in his press conference. He was trying to, I'm not going to let this define us.
Hey, we built this over the 12 years, blah, blah, blah. Bro, don't do that, dog. Don't do that.
Oh, did we lose Bruce?
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn, we lost Bruce.
Which means we lost the call, bro.
We lost the call. Steve over there talking up a storm.
Steve was cooking, bro. He had a good point about Derrick Henry. That was a good point.
Look, I'm just saying.
Are we back?
There you go.
Playing Kansas City, Detroit, and Buffalo in your first 4 weeks. That's tough. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have the number 1 defense. That's tough. Like, those are, like, 3 of those teams are legit contender teams. Like, teams that we think, hey, Detroit's probably one of the top 3 teams in the NFC. The other 2 are probably top 4 teams in the AFC, probably even higher. So it's like, I get the defense, but it's like also they're a couple turnovers away from one key component, one key player on that team. If he holds onto the ball, they're probably at worst 500. At worst.
Hold on.
Especially the Buffalo game.
Hold on, Steve. If we're going to play that game, who did the Browns play this year? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, and Jared Goff. Do we really want to talk about opponents right now and competition?
Hey.
Hold on. Well, that's to me that's crazy even in comparison. How can you even compare Cleveland to Baltimore? We know what Baltimore's done, and we have evidence to see how competitive they are. That's why we're having this conversation. We're not holding Cleveland to that standard as we would Baltimore. So to me, that's like comparing apples to oranges.
No doubt.
Yes, other teams have played competitive schedules. That's not the argument. We hold Baltimore to a certain standard because they have an MVP caliber quarterback. They are a perennial playoff team. I mean, I'm not shitting on you. I'm not shitting on the fact that you're a Cleveland fan to me, but that's not the standard we hold for Cleveland.
Fair enough.
Now, their defense is nasty. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take too much time.
All good, man. I got to let you go.
Thanks.
Go ahead and move on, man. I appreciate it. Great call as always. Very insightful.
All right, everybody. Stay
Thanks,
blessed.
bro. Appreciate
Can
it.
I just say something real fast? Look, I understand about the schedule being difficult and things like that, but the Ravens were also supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, so that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
That one.
Like
that one.
Games might be tough or whatnot, but you're supposed to make the plays while you had the opportunity, and they did not do that. Especially, I understand the 2 fumbles by Derrick Henry, but especially on the defensive side of the ball, where this team has been known for many, many years to be a defensive team. So that schedule is not an excuse whatsoever.
Facts. Bruce, what up? Bruce, can you hear me?
How you feeling, Bruce? Bruce?
Doing all right, man. Thank you.
You don't ask him how he feeling. We currently cooking the Baltimore Ravens. You're going to ask him how he feeling.
Hey, Bruce, why you up there look like an old grumpy old man, man? What the enthusiasm, Bruce?
Hey, Bruce, man. Go ahead, man. What you got?
What's going on, man? How you feeling tonight, Brucey?
I'm maintaining, man.
What's going on, Sneed?
What up, brother? Blessed, man. How are you?
Well, it's going to be a long season, fellas. It's meant to happen. This is meant to happen. So this is meant to happen. So John Harbaugh.
Oh, you got no love for Transformer, dog?
Oh, what's up? I'm sorry, Mr. Transformer.
You got no love for Brittany, bro. Brittany's fantastic, bro.
Don't want it no more.
Listen, Sneed,
It's
I
forced.
said hi, everyone. You
did.
heard what I said? This collapse is meant to happen. But look at it. I'm looking at it in a different perspective. What if Cooper Rush do get us these next 2 wins? Then what? So we got to look at the bright side of things, but it's looking bleak. News came out today that Lamar was supposed to you think about playing. There's a chance that he play. Well, I think personally, to be real, from a person that's a true Baltimorean, but a true Baltimore fan, I think he quit personally. I mean, I'm just calling it is what it is. He quit. Well, come on now. What? Patrick Mahomes would have taken that thing. Come how many times have you seen Pat go out there with a busted ankle or a busted leg, tie this motherfucker up? He ain't know see what I'm saying? He ain't got that. He quit. He wasn't. Come on, man. He quit, bro. All of a sudden, there's noise coming out. He all of a sudden he might be able to play Sunday. Come on, bro. You quit. That's all. That is what it is.
I can't see that, man.
All real ones know he quit. Even though we still need a new voice, John Harbaugh time is up. We ain't been to the Super Bowl in 13 years.
Right.
Lamar saved this job back in 2018. Biscotti was getting ready to fire him. He said, "One for you save you this next game is." I think Flacco got hurt. Ain't Destiny something else. Saying Flacco got hurt. Lamar came in. They've been hitting the ground running ever since then. But Lamar saved his job now.
For sure.
He was already on the hot seat. I know Biscotti tired of him now. Zachary Orr, he needs to go. I don't know what's going on with him. I just don't think the guys, he ain't got his voice not strong enough for the guys. We need Rex Ryan. We need Rex Ryan back. I know it never happened. I'm just speaking.
It could.
It's going. Rex Ryan and Harbaugh will bump heads. They already be talking crap about him on Get Up every goddamn morning. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't work unless Harbaugh's out the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need Rex Ryan as a head coach. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. They're gonna bump heads if he comes. So, like I say, Scotty, they fumbled the ball back in 2013. We had our future coach and Mike McDonald. I think Harbaugh showing up to the front office, but that's my theory, and so I knew that wasn't gonna happen. But we had our coach Mike McDonald, young defensive coordinator, stud. 2013, I believe our defense won the Triple Crown. We was number 1 in every category in the NFL. Just 2 years ago. Think about it. How far we dropped. And basically still got the same nucleus of players. Man, hey, it's meant to happen, man. Derrick Henry, I need to hold on to the ball, of course, but I think this game they're gonna give him the ball about 27 third time. If I was the offensive coordinator, Monken, come on, bro, come on, throwing the ball too much. It's crazy to me that Dark Henry only ran the ball 12. What? How many times in that Kansas City game?
8 times. 8 times.
How many times?
8. Ocho.
An absolute joke.
Yeah.
But he's been fumbling, Brucey.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. It just, they want Lamar to throw the rock. He's the money guy.
But he's been fumbling.
The million guy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Spags. I mean, he called it great. He always called it great game against the Baltimore Ravens. Is this a new time? I mean, whoop-de-doo. It's not new time.
Whoop-de-doo.
Spag always give them all problems, bro. Always. Roquan Smith, you need to get some of that money back, bro, because you've been disappearing in a lot of games.
You want his money back? Give the receipt.
I say, hey, where are you? You ain't got no sacks? I mean, 0, bro. Not even a half a sack, I don't think. Where are you, Hadafe? They stick the first round pick on you. Come on, bro. It's time for him to go. Man, listen, man. It's all meant to happen now. Look at the bright side. Cooper Rush May. Just get us one going to the bye, and hopefully Lamar come back after that. That we go on a little run or something, go on a little streak. That's how I'm looking at it as a bright side. But overall, I just believe John Harbaugh should be out the door. This period, we need a new voice. I'm praying that Rex Ryan, man, Biscotti, wake up one morning and say, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Brian Flores, next year, hopefully, I'm looking at him, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. But Rex Ryan, man, there's only 2,
I agree, man. Those are 2 great choices you brought up, man. Thank you for that, because, man, I like those.
Hey, man, how y'all boys feeling tonight, man? How you feel, Transformer? Feeling better, brother?
Starting to hurt a little bit now, but
Hey, Transformer, before I go, right? Hey, Transformer, how y'all tied with the Cowboys? Y'all supposed to be this all great thing. What's going on, bro? In Packland, Transformer.
Sometimes you play down to your competition, and that's what we do.
Would you rather lose or have a tie?
Tie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The standings matter. Yes.
All right, man. Hey, man, y'all boys have a great night, man.
Appreciate you, Brucey.
All right, bros.
Call, man.
All right, Chad.
All right, another good call from the main man, Bruce Baltimore. Bruce holding it down.
Always.
We're going to put a fork in that one, guys. Ravens are done. Are they not? We shall find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No doubt.
All right, man. Moving on over to the final topic. We're going to go talk a little bit of basketball. We're going to give them a little bit of love before we go ahead and get up out of here. The Warriors made some signs these past couple of days into where we're now questioning, are the Warriors all in? This is Steve Kerr's final year on his contract. He's yet to re-up a new deal, but they've had 4 major signings over the last couple of days, starting off with re-signing of the Jonathan Kuminga, who's been under the trade rumors, he wants to leave, not properly being coached because Steve Kerr prefers to give the ball to Steph Curry all day. We play through Steph Curry. We play through Draymond Green. We play again through Steph Curry. If I'm open, guess what? Pass it to Steph Curry. He's better and all of this jazz. They go into a 2-year deal, $48.5 million a year. $48.5 million total, averaging out the 24.25 a year, along with the team option for the second year. But they didn't stop there. They signed one of the oldest fossil fuels in the NBA, and Al Horford, the center, for a 2-year deal, worth $12 million with a player option for the second season. But they didn't stop there. They said, Steph Curry, you got a brother, don't you? Yes.
You can shoot it.
Go get your brother, bro. Go get your brother over here.
Go get your brother. We're going to sign.
They used to play basketball in the neighborhood. Go get your brother, bro.
Wow.
You got a brother. We're going to sign him too, brother. So go get your brother. Let's go get Seth Curry and add him on to the team. They didn't stop there.
Out here.
They said, DeAnthony Milton, brother. Guess what? We want you too. Let's bring you back. All right. We dealt DeAnthony Milton. Milton came off.
Shake.
He was out before he tore his ACL.
That's Shake, right?
No. Shake is in that's the Lakers. Well, actually, no. He a free agent now. I think we waived him.
Okay, my bad.
I think we waived Shake. But yeah. So they made 4 signings to go along with, of course, the nucleus and Steph Curry and Draymond Green. So the question is, are the Dubs all in? And we know that there's been a little mixture, a little shuffling with the Rockets getting KD and adding into that team. But they lost Fred VanVleet over the last couple of weeks, and he's going to be mostly out for the season. If they have a shot and get into the conference finals or the finals, he may be able to return in that game. But of course, he's not going to be 100% himself. But all the Dubs, Steph is 35.
No, Seth is 35. So I think
How old is Steph?
37.
Yeah, Steph's old.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Steph's 37.
Let's find out.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
35.
Steph is 35. Yeah, you're
37.
right.
Seth is 35.
Yeah,
That shocked
exactly.
me when I found that out.
Jimmy Butler's 35.
Correct.
Draymond's like 33.
Mhm.
Al Horford's
50.
he was
56.
there when they built the Sphinx, bro, in Egypt.
Damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
look
he's
at the
been
guys
a long
outside of Kuminga, all these guys are like, they're trying to do like glue guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to do like what the Mavericks did for Dirk at the end, right? They're trying to build that like perfect thing. But like all these guys are temporary contracts, short-term contracts. Steve Kerr's on his last year. Like they could be sellers if none of this works and it starts looking bad. They'll be selling at the trade deadline
absolutely.
everything,
Everybody can go.
including Steph.
Do you
Like
think they'll trade him?
that's a real conversation that could happen because he has no value after this year. But this year you could say, okay, if he's 37, he might play a couple more seasons. But like if he's 38 next year, like who's going to trade for him? Or where is he going to go? Like, bro, it's LeBron has spoiled people. It's not normal to play to 40 like this.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not normal to play to 40 and get paid like this. It's okay to play to 40 if you're still averaging 20-something points a game. I think that's fair.
But like that doesn't really
But-
happen though. Like that's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
the reason he's getting paid is because he could still play.
Yeah.
But like it's not normal. Like and so if you look at the ending of last year, do you remember what happened to Steph?
Injury.
It was a soft tissue hamstring injury. First game, first quarter, second quarter, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was in the second series.
Yeah.
Yeah, second series, first game.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler said, well, I ain't come here to beat a man.
Unfortunately,
It's crazy.
I think I know what's gonna happen, bro. Like if Kuminga is not a substantial part of this offense, it's going to end the same way as last year. I don't know how Steve Kerr has to do it. I don't know how they have to set up the offense. But Kuminga's young and a very capable scorer, and he had absolutely no role in the offense last year.
None.
He comes off the bench, and they tell him, get buckets sometimes.
Well, why would you keep him for another year and pay him some money if you're not?
Because he's going to be
you don't
worth
want to
something
use
in the
him.
trade market. Somebody will say this guy is actually good. They weren't using him right. That's a very tradable asset, Bruce. Think about it. 2 years, easy to stomach. 2 years,
absolutely. You got the team option.
$24 million.
Yeah, you hold the option on the second year.
Yep.
Right.
Bro, $24 million is nothing. Half of these guys out here making $30 million ain't even as good as Jonathan Kuminga.
Right.
What's the max? 75 right now? I think the highest is about 75. Ain't that Jason Tatum?
No,
SGA?
that's what's his name? SGA.
SGA. Yeah, that's right.
SGA is getting it, man.
$75 million.
He's getting a lot of dough there,
boy. God damn.
Bro, they brought in the whole elderly crew. You know, like they're trying to do the glue guy thing. They're not better than the Nuggets.
Buddy
They're not
Hield.
better than the Rockets. They're not better than the Thunder. You know, they're not. Even with all of this, even as good as Steph has been throughout his career, he has these random games where he'll drop 50 because he's like that. But like, they're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneed, and I'm gonna pass this over to Brittany. I want to get her thoughts as well.
The
The starting lineup: Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler III, Draymond Green, Al Horford. Do you know the youngest player on that starting lineup?
Buddy Hield.
Do you know his age?
28.
30. I thought he was in his 30s.
32 years old.
Buddy Hield, 32 already.
Buddy Hield is 32 years
I
old.
think
He's the
he's
youngest starter on the starting lineup.
That's crazy.
Brittany, go ahead. Take it away.
It sounds like the Dubs, to answer your question, is all in on establishing a living assistant of living home.
Well, we are real estate agents, Bruce.
Right.
Let's go. Let's get them in there.
They are trying to hang on, you know, the no disrespect to my guys who are currently balding, but that last little bit of hair that men be trying to hang on to, that's what they're trying to do with this.
I came home a long time ago. She ain't talking about me,
The
bro.
last 7 hairs, bro.
What is this?
I came home.
Sorry, y'all.
The lighting was on the wall.
Now they have to figure out a way to get younger. But what I mean by younger is if you're not going to use Jonathan Kuminga in a way he should be utilized, because I think he's a talent. I really do think he's a talent that has just been sitting on the bench for a long, long time. And he's still only 20. How old is he? 20. Did he even turn 24 yet?
Jonathan Kuminga, stand by. He is 22 years old.
22.
Oh,
He turns 23 in
Very
5 days.
so he never had, outside of his rookie deal, this is his first extended.
Yeah,
This is his
yeah,
first
he's been
extension.
trying to get his big deal. Yep.
Yeah. So he's the best youngest player on this team, and they don't want to utilize him because they still trying to hold on to that so-called weld oil machine that's no longer weld oiled. So look, I have respect for Steph Curry, but he's up there now. He's not the same player. His shooting will always be on par, but he's not as consistent as he once was. Jimmy Butler, if Steph Curry goes down, to me, Jimmy Butler is not a number one. I'm sorry. He's just not your number one.
He told you that.
Right. Like he and then he also gets hurt. Draymond Green. I don't know why they have been trying to hold on to this guy for
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Like, it's time to let him. You should have. To me, you should have been traded him. It's time to let him go. Steph Curry. Be honest with you, with the way they want to play, I actually like that pickup because of his shooting. That's what they want. They want a couple guys who can play defense and have the shooters around them set screens and just give off threes. That's
Brittany. What is Draymond Green's value without Steph Curry in a trade?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing, because he's the guy who makes sure Steph gets the ball to shoot it up. That's all he is. Like, without Steph, he does not have any value. So to me, this is done. They'll get their maybe their 6, 7, 8 seed. I'll give them that, but they're not going further than. Yes, that's what I was thinking of, but they're not going further.
That's real.
The first round, in my opinion.
That's real. Bruce, I believe that's your guy, ain't it? I'm about to boot him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and boot him. Disrespectful comments.
Wow.
Clyde Drexler Airlines.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something.
There was another one that wasn't trying to let it go. What's up,
for this team. Clyde Drexler can play for this team. You match their age.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, he might be able to play for him now.
Yeah.
You might be right.
But yeah, man, Bruce, any final thoughts? I have the Dubs all in, man. What is your final take on this, man?
I think they're trying desperately. I think that they're listening to Steph say that he still wants to compete for a championship, but I think it's unrealistic. He had a hell of a run, but you can't tell this guy, like, nah, it's over for you. We're gonna rebuild, because then the chances that he might want out and if he still thinks he can play, he might want to go somewhere else. And so they're like, we want this guy to retire in a Warriors uniform. So I get it. They're doing the best they can to surround him with inexpensive talent that can contribute. But we'll see. I mean, we keep getting back to the other point of, can he maintain his health through a season and a long playoff run? We know what a slog that is. And even if he can maintain his health, is this team good enough at their age to match up with those young Lions in the West? Probably not. So that's my final thought.
Young Lions, but they're gonna get ran off the floor.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just run.
I have a question for you guys, and maybe I'm just going too far left. Do you think? Because like you guys said, this is Steve Kerr's last year?
Well, he hasn't re-signed a deal yet, so
Well,
this
that's
is
what I mean.
his
He
last
hasn't
year on contract. Yes.
Do you think, because when Steve Kerr took over the team, they were kind of headed in a pretty good direction under what was it, Mark Williams was the previous head?
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, thank you, Mark Jackson. Do you think Steve Kerr can develop a younger team? And maybe this is why they're trying to hold on to all these old guys. I'm not sure if he's that type of coach. Like, can he do what Larry Brown did with the Sixers or the Pistons, where they were young, but he knew how to mold them and develop into a quality team?
That's an easy answer, Britt. The answer is no.
There's no proof.
He would have done it with Kuminga.
Right.
He would have done it with Moses Moody.
Right.
He would have done it with those players. He's yet confident in the older guys and his, the people that got him where he's at. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 4-time champion because of who we got. Right. The new developing players, like, name me a player that's been successful and young on that team.
Right. So I think that answers our question.
Yeah.
Right there. They're trying to hold on to this team to get through his contract because I don't think they have that much faith in Steve Kerr to go younger.
Probably right.
That's a very, very great point. That's a great point. Sneed, any final thoughts?
No, that's a good point. I was going to say the same thing. No proof of Steve Kerr developing young players to all-star caliber play, even though they've had many draft picks.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the Golden State Warriors choose to stay old like the Brady Bunch, and you've heard it here on the Format Podcast. Brittany says everybody over the age of 32 are welcome to the retirement home in the Golden State Warriors.
Bro, the aggregate age of that roster is like 1,000 years.
Yeah. And that's thanks to Al Horford. He drives the needle up a little bit. But when you got to go get your little brother, and you can't even call him Lil, but he's 35.
Right.
My little brother,
Right.
35 years old.
Real quick. What do you guys think Steph is thinking right now?
Shit. This is it.
Right. If I'm not out of here. But we'll see what they'll do at the trade deadline. Like you said, they signed Kuminga. They might look to trade him by the trade deadline. Maybe they get a veteran, someone younger, already established piece they could throw in here. I don't know who.
Utah Jazz. They got a guy.
Which one?
Want him.
Marketing.
Small forward.
Marketing.
Oh,
listen,
Lowry.
He's not letting that get out of the building unless it's for a haul. Danny Ainge ain't dumb. He knows that's the one truly, tradable asset they have. And Trader Danny, he's not just gonna do that for.
I mean, if you get a Kuminga and you get a pick, because I don't think Kuminga's gonna stay. I mean, Kuminga's not gonna stay there. Well, I think Kuminga's definitely traded either trade deadline or end of the season.
The contract for Kuminga is a means to an end.
Correct.
Right.
You signed him because you couldn't get a trade for him that you wanted. So, we'll give you a 2-year deal, and the second year is a team option, and the option is whether we're going to drop you or not.
Correct.
You got 1 year to ball out, and we'll see if you want to go to a certain place, and we'll see if that team's available and wants to make a trade. But if not, okay, we got you for 24.5.
And that is enticing if he does get traded, that contract is enticing for that new team as well, because now we have control of your contract. If we don't like you after a year, we'll drop you.
Yeah. But then you also run into the conversation, right? You run into the conversation piece because now you'll only have 1 year. Is he going to re-sign for what you're trading for? Could you convince him to stay there? So now it's a risky type of trade because now the team taking him, I only got 1 guaranteed year. And if you don't like it here, I just lost out on a pick and a player.
Well, wherever he goes, he's got to feel good about getting a long-term contract there.
Absolutely. That's the point.
Really what this is all about is if you invest 4 or 5 years into me, then let's rock. You know what I mean?
Let's go. Let's sign it right here. At the end of the season, they can do that.
I think at this point, Kuminga wants the opportunity to show that he could be a star on the team.
Absolutely.
So I think he'll sign almost. Like, I think he wouldn't be mad going to the Utah. Actually, that might be a little tough with the Utah Jazz because I know they got East Belly, and I don't know which position
they do
that would tie into. But they'll probably figure it out. But if they can figure it out, he wouldn't mind going to Utah Jazz because he knows he'll get the minutes and the opportunity to show what he could do.
Yeah, because you can't give me a player, and Jonathan Kuminga played 74 games, started 46 games from 2023 to 2024, averaging 16.1, and had 26.4 minutes a game, and then the following season he plays half the games. He only starts 10, and you only give him 24.3 minutes, and he's still averaging 15.3. There's no way I'm not developing that kid. There's just no way.
That is 100% a ploy from the GM coach to suppress his abilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
when he's on the floor, he's a baller.
They're literally like minimizing the opportunity to just ball out.
Yeah, Sneed, this is off the bench.
Bro, if you watch him play, he has no role in the team.
He's just out there getting the bucket.
Just by himself. Yeah. Everybody else just standing around.
Yeah. Steph Curry is still running a marathon around the whole court. And Kuminga like, I'm finna go get a bucket, bump it. Finna go play my game. And Steve Kerr doesn't know how to control that. He doesn't know how to hone that into playing to where, okay, let's get him some sets.
Well, you know what he says? We're playing through Steve Kerr will say he can't play within our system.
That
shouldn't build anything for him.
Yep.
And he's
Bruce, I think you're muted. I think you're trying to talk, but you're muted.
My bad. No, I was saying it because it's all about Steph. Like the whole system is helping Steph to get off and get his. So, yeah, it's hard for Kuminga to have found a spot to be effective. And to the point that Brittany made and you guys agreed with, Steve Kerr does not appear to be a great developer of young talent. So that's just
can't name one player.
No.
And here's a prime example.
It's crazy because that's what teams want right now. They want a young, talented wing, and he fits the bill. Like he's the perfect person for that.
Bro, he knocked over LeBron last year. You guys remember that play?
Yeah.
He knocked him down, bro. I mean, he's sturdy. He's athletic. He's got a smooth shot. You know, he's not broken.
He's listed at 225.
Yeah, if you can score without any type of system, movement, you know, they're just like, hey, you know, you're coming off the bench here. And then he scores 60 in a game just as a roll it out there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Put a system to that guy. He's scoring 25.
Yeah.
And that's what the next team is looking at. Like, ooh, let's let him hit free agency. Just let him go, Steve, let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go so we can pick him up.
Right. Everybody's drooling over the possibility to get this guy.
So, Bruce, if they don't re-sign Kerr, well, then all bets are off, and we're talking about the Warriors rebuilding with Kuminga.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll be smart.
Look,
you got plenty of tradable assets now. You got plenty of tradable assets.
I mean, look, they got 4 chips out of it, a bunch of deep playoff runs. This may be another situation where it's time.
Yeah.
And if they do resign Kerr and they want to trade Kuminga, I got the perfect team. You know what they could do? Because they like the assisted living / rehab facility. What they can do is trade Kuminga to the Sixers for Paul George.
I knew it.
It's perfect for you guys. Perfect. He's older and he's hurt. There you go.
Brittany, don't nobody want no pandemic P. We ain't doing this. I
know what I'm saying.
Off P.
Wow.
But think about it though, Sneak. He fits their bill. He's older and he's hurt.
Yep.
That's perfect for them.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
That's not recovery. That's the rehabilitation center.
So what? We're going to automatically have collaboration podcasts after games between Draymond and Podcast P?
Perfect.
Oh, boy, it's going to be worse.
That even further fix the bill. You just, thanks for that, Sneed. That fix. I'm going to go call GM tonight. Calling the GM tonight.
Tyrese Maxey and Jonathan Kuminga. There you go.
They still up. They 3 hours behind. Calling them tonight.
Wow.
That deal.
All bad. By the way, Tyrese Maxey is a fantastic player.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He is fantastic.
That's the one silver lining in the Philadelphia 76ers
right
now.
Fantastic.
That you got Tyrese Maxey.
I don't know. This kid, VJ Edgecombe, I'm actually excited about him. I wasn't too sure at first until I was like, that kid could play.
Yeah.
I'm excited about him.
Yeah. But all right, guys, man, that's all we have it today for the Format Podcast. That pretty much wraps it up. I want to most importantly thank Brittany Monique for coming on the show tonight. Salute to her channel. If you like it, please go like, subscribe, share her channel. Sideline Speaks is on YouTube, and she's giving you guys the business from the sideline or on the sideline. How do I put that?
Sideline Speaks.
From the sideline, on the sideline, whatever one, the sideline gets the best view in the house of the game, man. So definitely go and support her channel. Please support the SMT Media Network. Sneed is holding it down over there. What's the name of your other channel, sir?
Sneed Mobile Tech.
Sneed Mobile Tech. If you have 17 phones and you Kevin Gates and you're knocking around with a bunch of phones, he knows about all of the networks you need to be on.
If you have any questions,
call Sneed.
Broadband,
call Sneed.
Microwave, Radio Shack, Circuit City, call Sneed.
Radio Shack is hilarious.
Shack is crazy.
Yeah.
What's the last time I seen one of those?
But no, man.
Last time you had a Sprint phone was probably at Radio Shack.
I know.
Pretty much.
Fun fact. I used to work at Circuit City when they closed.
Oh, wow. But salute to you guys for coming on. Any last things from our guest here?
That was a good show, man.
Good show.
That was a damn good show.
Thank you.
That was a question. Y'all cut her off. That's cool.
You said last minute words from our guests. No, just thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I have fun every time I'm on here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Oh man, we finally get our Molly. We gonna get our Molly? Is this our Molly? No.
No, she's better than Molly. No.
I mean, it's our Molly. We make her what? I mean, she's obviously gonna be better, but she's our Molly.
Sure, but not to diss Molly. I'm for sure better than Molly because her
goddamn Skippy.
There you go.
Let's get it.
Wow.
All right, man. Well, that's it, man. We appreciate you guys for having us, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the channel, support these two channels at the bottom here, Sideline Speaks and SMT Media Network. Don't forget, after this video is over, you have the opportunity to hit the hype button. HYPE. So hype it up. You get 3 hypes a week. So do yourself a favor. Hype one of our videos. Hype one of Sideline Speaks videos. Hype one of SMT Media Network's videos. And Be Ready Sports Podcast. Absolutely salute to that panel as well.
Figure it out. Hype somebody.
Hype somebody. But,
That's right. Use that.
Put us in there though. Put us in there. Yeah.
That's
first. That's first. You heard it here first. All right.
No doubt.
Other than that, man, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.